last time, after the defeat of Zidness, Sora let Naruto live with him, while the same goes for Kairi and Sakura being roommates or something like that. And now, one day, a letter came and Kairi catches it. She runs off to tell Sora, and he opens it and finds out about a missing keyblade wielders. I mean, not yet. That didn't happen yet, but we're gonna talk about this anyway. Hi, I'm Naruto Soccer fan in Kentucky,
I'm Phineas Diaz.
and welcome to Naruto and Kingdom Hearts Dreamed Out Distance, where we're gonna talk about Naruto, uh, Naruto's adventures in Dreamed Out Distance with Sora and Sakura's with Kairi's. We'll do, and Riku is by himself, like he always is. Here's what we're gonna start off with. We're gonna start off with the flashback scene with Zigbar, where he's in a laboratory in Rain Garden or Bragg, they call him. Hey Xehanort, you want to fill me in? Then he lifts the Keyblade. Hey, yes. Do you remember? Wait, did you never lose your memories? Then he stabs Bragg's heart. That's not my name. I'm not Xehanort. My name is Ansem. Which I that's wouldn't shock me if that's true. That Xehanort faked amnesia.
Yeah, I would buy it. He is like that.
Yeah. Then we have a flashback of asking Sora and Naruto in their KH1 forms, asking, "How far could a raft take us? Who knows? If we had to, we'll have to think of something else." And Kairi and Sakura, this time Kairi and Sakura joins them because they're going to be part of the Mark of Mastery. And and then they hear a storm's coming, and something large jumps out of the water, and then caused the it to crash the raft. But they see Riku's on another side, and they see it's it's Ursula, and Naruto asks, "Ursula, but how is she alive? Is this part of the test? Come on, we can work that out later." Riku says, "Right," and they get in, and Ursula says, "Sorry, dearies, but I won't fall for that trick." Then she slams a tentacle at Riku, but Riku jumps on it and attacks her. "You dare toy with me, you ignorant, you ignificant fools! To the depths with you!" She blows large bubbles, but they dodge, and 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 you know who's the one that defeat him? Sakura and Kairi,
Nice.
because because well, Sakura used her brains, Kairi used her heart to beat beat her. Then they hear a voice, and this world is connected, and they show up in Jensen's tower. Which I'm still confused. What timeline came first, that or Jensen's tower?
I have no idea.
Yeah, me neither. Anyway, he said, as a Keyblade master, Xehanort had a gift like few others, but such great minds often plagued by a single great question. What is the essence of the human heart that weakens us or empowers us? The answer, he believed, will be found in the Keyblade War. What if the challenges of our past were in fact a map to light and darkness, that battles within chose the Seeker's light? Since then, in guise many of guise, he has clashed with protectors of light, Keyblade wielders like you all, which is why Sora, Naruto, Riku, Kairi, and Sakura are to be tested for the mark of a true Keyblade master. No doubt you will fancy yourselves masters already, but it takes years of training. Only a true master can teach you the proper way. Both of you are self-taught keyblade wielders, or all of you. However, time for you to let go of perceived notions. Forget what you know about the Keyblade and begin your training with the clean slate. And Sora and Naruto and Donald, Goofy, and Mickey was like, huh? And so I could see Sakura say, "Oh, you all are so, you two are so clueless." But that's, but we proved ourselves. Me, King, Riku, and Naruto, and Kairi, and Sakura. We could take on anything, right, Riku? And Riku says, "I don't know. I think in my heart, darkness still has a hold. Walking that path changed me. I'm not sure if I'm ready to wield a Keyblade. Maybe I do need to be tested." And Sakura says, "Yeah, from what you tell me is true. Xehanort is still alive, and we do need to get stronger in order to defeat him." Count. All right, I'm in. Are you in with me, Kairi? And Kairi says, "I am, Sakura." Then they give each other a sisterly hug. Cause that's my favorite part of
Aw,
that's my favorite part of Kingdom Hearts and Naruto. Kairi and Sakura being best friends.
yeah. That's how I ever live in my comic, where they're both like really close, like sisters. They have always having each other's backs.
Yeah. And then Sora looked at his girl. Here's a Naruto's girls friends and said, "Count me in. Put us through the test. Watch us. We will all pass with flying colors." And Sakura asks, "Is he always this optimistic?" And Kairi says, "Ever since the day I met him, I wouldn't fall in love with him if I did. I wouldn't fall in love with him if he wasn't like this." And Sakura says, "Yeah, I love my knuckleheaded ninja the same way." They look that their loved ones talking to each other. Very well then. Let the examination again began. Then then he explains the Dream Eaters, what they are, and and, and Sakura picked hers. It's I don't think there's a Fox Dream Eater, but I'm gonna
So
make
what,
one up for now.
you can have what, 3 Dream Eaters at a time?
Yeah,
Okay, so I'm thinking maybe Bat, Tiger, and the Pegasus for Sakura.
yeah. And Naruto's would be a fox, a bear, and a bat.
No, I think the lion is the cooler one.
Okay, lion then. And what about Sora's?
No, wait, I take that back. Sakura gets the um elephant. I can see her liking the elephant.
Yeah.
Kairi can get the Pegasus.
Mm-hmm.
What? How about Naruto getting the T-Rex one?
Yeah. And then he calls him. I'm gonna call him. Hmm, how about? How, well, it's from a movie I watched. I'm gonna call him Ian after Ian Malcolm, Jeff Goldblum's character.
I would have gone with Jason.
Okay, Jason. Jason's better because he's the T Rex. Sora asks, "Why Jason?" And Naruto
Yeah,
shrugs. And Naruto shrugs. I don't know. He sounds like a. That sounds like his name, and like his. Maybe it's from that show I watched where the superhero name is
the Red
Jason, and
Ranger had a T-Rex sword.
yeah, another Power Rangers reference. I said, "Oh yeah, I love that shit." And, and Kairi and Sakura shake their head and said, "Boy." Would they shake their hand and say boys, or would they say our favorite's Kimberly?
Yeah, probably that one. But
Yeah,
I can see
because
them kind of being a fan of the show.
yeah,
And
And
Sakura's got the bat, the tiger, and the elephant. Kairi has the Pegasus, and what else?
how about the dog? The dog
Okay,
and
maybe the rhino.
yeah, and he names her
For this
right
one,
on.
can can they get like up to their max rank as they progress level wise instead of that whole dream piece shit?
Yes.
Or you gotta like get so many of these hard pieces just to get them max rank.
Yeah, I hated that.
Because half of the pieces are like impossible to find or get.
I agree. I love Nomura, but he
I
needs
can
to.
see Naruto calling his lion Dream Eater Simba.
Yeah, after all, he is friend. He said, "Why'd you name him after Simba?" Because so Naruto said, "Because he reminds me of Simba from Pride Lands." Mm,
I mean, he is our friend.
yeah. Mm. And you know what? I'm gonna have Kairi and Sakura be friends with Shiki when they get to Traverse Town. We'll get to that.
Okay, world ends with you.
Yeah, I don't know much about that game, but I just know the cage
Yeah,
counterpart.
I know absolutely nothing. I've never played it.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm surprised they actually put that in instead of like other Final Fantasy characters,
Yeah, like it would have been cool to see Vincent Valentine in a game.
or use characters from like the first couple games.
Yeah, as a callback.
Yeah, like have Warrior of Light or Fury on there.
Yeah. Anyway, so they'll go to Traverse Town, and they woke up. They fall asleep, and Naruto and Sora ask, "Well, Naruto, where are?" When they looked up, is this Traverse Town?
It
What?
looks different.
Yeah. And then he said, Naruto, what happened to your clothes? It's
And what
Naruto said,
happened? Why are you so short?
yeah. Ah! What happened to my voice? I'm gonna have Sora have his cage one voice. Probably Haley Joel Osment speed up. And Naruto will still be voiced by Josh Keaton. Just sped up.
Cool.
Where is everybody? Riku! Kairi! Sakura! Shut it! Huh? They looked up to see a boy hanging up on the ledge, uh, causing Sora to drop. He says Sora, right? But yeah, but how did you know that? He grabs Sora's hand and Naruto's, and you must be Naruto. Looks like you're not a player. A player? Come on, keep up with the game. And he said, he reads Sora's palm, which read 4309 in red lit numbers. Players get marked with time limits. In this game, I can't afford to lose. I need my game partner. Naruto says, we don't know about any game, but how can we help? Oh, time out. Do you trust every stranger you meet? Look, sorry, you're no good. You're not a player. In my pact with someone else. Okay, so we can't be partners. Why don't we just be friends? Says Sora. Now we're friends? Not that easy. Not saying it is, but you can make it easier. Sora's right, says Naruto. Whatever. Cool. Lead the way. Hey, I didn't catch your name. Then they hear Dream. Then Dream Eaters comes. Dream Eaters, and Sora says that. Or Naruto says that's a weird name, and Naruto says, Naruto, that's not his name." And then he asks Naruto, "Has this dream decreased your IQ?" Sorry, actually no, I'm not because that would I doubt I doubt Sora would say that though.
No, he wouldn't.
Anyway, he said, "Not me, them." And Naruto says, "Oh, right, I knew that." And Sora says, "Yeah, sure, whatever." And then he said, "Oh, it's Neku. Neku Shakabura. Neku Shakabura? That's a mouthful," says Naruto. "No, it's really not. Come on, let's take him." Then they defeated all the Dream Eaters. Sora takes a look at his Dream Eater. He says, "If I'm going to survive the game, I'm going to need some extra help. Think you can control him?" Sora says with confidence, "Yes." Back in, they walk through Traverse Town, and then he's, "I brought you Sora. We have a bargain." "What's the matter, Neku?" And then they see a figure in a black Organization 13 coat. Sora says, "No way." "Hey!" Then he then he attacks, and Sora and Neku says, "Hey, that was the deal. You said you wouldn't hurt him." No, then Neku could try to get in a fight, but he said, "No, Neku, it's too dangerous." Then he starts to fall asleep, and Naruto does too. And this time, instead of Riku and Kairi, instead of Riku, it's Kairi and Sakura. And Sakura said, "Oh, where are we?" And then she wakes up Kairi and says, "Kairi, wait, look at your clothes." And Kairi looks at her clothes and says, "Oh." And then she says, "Oh, I look cute." "Where's Sora, Naruto, and Riku?" "I don't know," says Sakura. Then they hear a scream. Actually, no, they don't. They see Joshua, and he says, "Wow, where's your portal?" "Portal?" Yes. "What do you mean portal?" Kairi asks. "Are we gonna skip the past the part where we tell your name? I'm Kairi, and this is Sakura. Mm, Nice to meet you both." Portals are like gateways linked to above worlds. Apparently, the world you and I are standing in right now, well, there are two copies of it. It's sort of split in half. Portals are what let folks like us cross between them. So there could be two of a world, says Kairi. "The world is many things as people need it to be. The concept that we all live in the same world, just in our heads. Surely you know. I tell you what, girls, got a little errand for you." "Sorry, we don't trust. We don't trust you." At least hear me out. I'm looking for a girl named Rai. She's the key to this portal. On the other side, who knows you'll find? Maybe your boyfriend, Sora Naruto. And that caused the jump. "You mean you know Sora Nard?" "Now I have your attention." "But unfortunately, I don't know where they are. If they're not in this version of this world, I can assume they're in another world. Simple logic." "Okay, you want to find this rhyme? You got it. Come on, Sakura," says Kai. "Right." They walk the second district. One, why don't they ever attack you?" Kyrie asks. "They being dream eaters? They won't go after you unless you're a dreamer." which is funny because I got plenty of dreams, but they're definitely attacking me. So, are we dreamers? Every human being is a dreamer. I had a friend who said he never dreamed of anything, but it turns out it was his most powerful dreams of all. You sort of remind me of him. And there's this one person. He he was once a struggling cartoonist, but he made all of his dreams come true and made the biggest company in the world. I'm referencing Walt Disney. Yeah, and then she asked. Then he asked, "Why don't you give me your dreams?" Then then their dream eaters came by, and, and the Pegasus licked Sakura's cheek. then then I hear a voice says, "I got you down, Joshua. Once I take you down, you and Ryan are going back to where we belong." And then Joshua says, "Beat, how many times do we get over this? You got tricked by that rogue in the black coat." Wait, black coat? Says Kyrie. But that's organized. You don't think? I think it is. But that's impossible. Sora and Naruto defeated them. I'm telling that you made a friend of our enemy. Just can't, alright? Your reverse psychiatry ain't gonna work. Let's go, Dream Eater. then then he summons a Kamuna pet, which happily walks over. What? Man, no. Dream Eaters appear and they fight them off. And Kyrie says, "You know what? Forget it." And they'd all defeat the Dream Eaters. This is stale, yo. Kyrie says, "Playing the tough guy 24/7? I want that too. You remind me of Scythe." There's a flashback of them meeting Cypher and he flirts with Kyrie. And and Sakura punches him. and says, "Forget it, boy. She's Sora's." She's the in the Kingdom Hearts universe. Sakura is the number one Sokai shipper. Same
Yeah.
goes for same goes for Kyrie, and number one Narasaku shipper. Then they hear beats. "I just want to protect the one people who matters." And Kyrie says, "I know, we know that feeling." Then they get so sleepy. Then they. You want to do the flashback scene with Yen said, or do you want to skip those?
I don't know. Maybe we should have them just in case.
Yeah, there's a flashback scene of Yen said explaining Kingdom Hearts and the counterpart, the Keyblade. By the time the by the time that a lot of people won for themselves, we call this the Keyblade War. Though the war extinguished all light from the world, darkness could not reach the brightness inside every child's heart. With that light, the world was remade as we know it today, with countless smaller worlds, shining like stars in the sky. As for the real Keyblade, it did not survive the battle of the two elements that created it out of darkness. One out of darkness and one out of light, shattered into 20 pieces, 7 out of light, 13 of darkness. As for source of all light, the one true Kingdom Hearts, it was swallowed by the darkness, never to be seen again. As long as it remains there, even the brightest world is drawn to light. For that reason, some decide to use the Keyblade, a weapon to conquer the light to defeat the light, defend the light inside. These were the first heroes of Keyblade. And does he mean the one from Dreamed Up from Fragment? No, from the Ancient Keyblade War or Terra Aqua and Men?
I don't know. Seems like he's when it first started.
Yeah, he can and that he can mention one of them, Kushina Uzumaki, and Naruto
Mm.
says, "My mother." Because then he says, "I'm gonna I'm going to make I'm gonna finish what she was trying to do, protect the world. I'm gonna make her proud." Then later Naruto and Sora woke up. Then they look, look around. Where'd they go? Where's Neku and that creep? What? Sora asks, and what's the deal? Are they in league? We never found Neku's partner. Then they meet a young kid. Hey, are you Neku's partner? And she said, I'm not really sure. All I know is my name is Rhyme. You mean you lost? And Naruto said, you mean you lost your memory? Yep. Oh, sorry. It's no big deal. You know what they always say? Sometimes memory just need a little help getting out. Yeah, that's true. Huh? A little help. Hey, maybe Neku can jog your memory. Come on, Ryan. Let's go find him. Right. And Sora and Naruto asks, "You better stick behind me. There's a bunch of evil dream eaters, but we'll protect you." Hey, Sora, good thing Heartless can get into dreams. Yeah, I agree. Then they meet up with Neku, and Neku's confused, asking, "You still trust me?" And Sora says, "No, actually, no, we don't. But we need your help anyway." Because I'm gonna make Sora sound smarter, because he's he says he still trust Neku in the first game, in the original game, even though he tricked him. And I thought, Sora, you are so dumb. I mean, I know that's Sora's character, but there's a lot. Sometimes there's a lot. You know what I mean? Of
Yeah.
trusting people. That's basically what. No, actually, it's not the same as Naruto forgiving Obito, but we're getting off. Okay. And they ask,
Yeah, they're too trusting.
yeah, hey, Nikki, this is Rod. Is she your game partner? No, sorry. I team with somebody else. Then Rhyme disappears. Huh? Rhyme? Then the same organization, 13 figure in it, shows up in a rooftop. Sora and Naruto readies their keyblades, and Neku runs towards the man. Then they then he raises his arms, and the large Haka monkey nightmare appears. Wait, what? What is that? Source, I don't know, but whatever it is, we gotta stop it. After that, they have a fight with the Harmaki. Meanwhile, Riku is in the second district. Actually, Riku's gonna have his own path, right in the dreams. Because I want to do Sakura and Kairi, okay?
So Sakura and Kyra are going through Riku's story while he has his own.
Yeah,
Okay.
but Riku will show up eventually.
Okay.
Did we fall asleep? Kairi asks. Or Joshua and B. Hey, do you mind? Turn around to see a girl being chased by dream eaters. Then they stand in front of her. Stay back. And then they defeat the dream eaters. Then they face her. Serious, thanks. I'm Shiki. How about you? I'm Kairi. This is Sakura. Sure, thanks. And they said, Listen, it's not safe here. You should go home. If it's dangerous, why don't I just go with you? Aren't you my knight? And in that, in the dream of distance, I love that she was flirting with Riku. We- and I thought that kind of looks like a cute ship.
Yeah.
But I kind of ship Riku with Naminé. But we'll get to that when we get to that.
Okay.
In fact, uh, then then she says, "Oh, I was just kidding. We you get out much?" And says, "No, not much, not really." You run, and then Kairi asks, "I wonder where Naruto and Sora are," and Shiki's eyes glisten and say, "Are they your boyfriends?" And Sakura says, "Yes." And let me guess, Sora's Naruto's your boyfriend. She pointed to Kairi, and Sora's your boyfriend. She pointed to Sakura and said, "No, total opposite." They walked the fifth district, and meanwhile in Sora's world, they that's not what happened. Yeah, it is. Sora and Naruto sees an image of Sakura, Kairi, and Shiki. And not Sakura, Kairi. Hold on, they hit. Then then I hear Shiki cry, and Kairi said, and Sakura said, "Oh, perfect." Then they then at Sora's world, no, I'm confused by this. Joshua appears with rhyme, and then says, "Nick, do you know this guy?" And he says, "Yeah, Joshua. He's my friend." Okay, so you're the one who took rhyme away. Wait, and how do you know my name? Our name and my name and Sora's name too. If you like to settle down for a sec, I'll field your questions one at a time. First, let's start with rhyme. I'm hanging on to her dream for her. They're my portal. Let's just say her dreams are a gateway between worlds. Next question. How can I possibly know your names? This town has a little secret. It only appears when someone out there needs a shelter. I'll spare you the details, but right now it's made up of my dreams. So of course I know you. I dreamed you up. I know your best friend. I know your girlfriends too. Really? You know Sakura and Kairi? Well, I'm kind of obstinate. Where are they? Then then meanwhile, Kairi and Sakura, you can't expect see a long organization 13 member kicking Shiki's doll. Riku. No, Shiki, no way. How did you get here? Who are you? By choice or chance, you cannot control what you're not aware of. The figure begins to walk down the stairs toward them. Kairi Sakura backs away slowly. And Soren and Naruto looked from their world and said, "He's right. They're right inside this projection in another dimension." You mean another Traverse Town? Asked Naruto. Can I get there? Can we get there with the portal things? Sad to say, it won't work for you. My portal thing only opens for once with Rhyme's dream. In this projection, you see another chain of events, and another world trapped by the Dream Eaters. As for the world split into two, I got a feeling you need to ask this guy. And Sora Naruto growls, and they hear him say, "This walkless sleep will be your prison, to wander forever." Well, Kairi and Sakura said, "What do you mean?" Rick! Kyrie, Sakura, don't you listen to that punk. They turn around to see Beat with Shiki. She, Shiki's gonna be fine. She told me what's up. Hoodie here set the whole thing up. He promised to send Shiki back to our world, and you were the cost of travel. Yo, this is silly. When he looks at the cloak man and says, "This is silly one to have big excuse for a mission. Bet you aren't even a Reaper." Then he takes off his hood, revealing yellow eyes and long silver hair. Kyrie says, "All right, who are you? Why do you look familiar?" And she started having flashbacks. Then she holds her hand and Sakura asks, "Kyrie, are you all right?" She didn't answer at first, but then she screamed, "Ah!" Yes, Princess of Heart. You remember what happened. Then Sora and Naruto looked from their world and said, "What's wrong with Kyrie?" "I don't know." And back in Kyrie and Sakura's, the young man escaped through a corridor of darkness. After he left, Kyrie stopped it. Are you okay?" And Shiki says, "I'm really sorry, girls." Then they see a hot monkey again. "It's okay. Kyrie, come on. You can tell me later, but right now we gotta take care of that dream." Right. And then after they beat the Dream Eater, they join others and they see images of Sora, and Neku, Joshua, and Rai. Hey, what's this?
How
What?
would Kyrie and Sakura like using flow motion?
Yeah, they do.
I bet they get a real big kick out of it.
Yeah, they have fun with it too.
Yeah, I can imagine they would really like using that, like
Yeah,
grinding on the rails or wall jumping.
yeah. I'm adding more backstory to Kyrie, having a tragic, her tragic backstory. We'll
Okay.
we'll talk about it later, but eh, after after one more hit at the Hawk Monkey, I believe it's called, Kyrie has another vision.
Yeah.
This time it's her parents, her birth parents. And I, I forgot, who did I have her voice her birth parents in usual? Oh yeah, Troy Baker,
I've
and
heard.
I think her dad Troy Baker and her mom. How about her mom be voiced by um Riza's voice actress, Colin Clackburn?
Maybe ever voiced by who voices Tsunade.
Okay,
Because I could see Carrie's mom being voiced by her.
yeah, because like I said, Sora's parents are voiced by the like Nolan North and Michelle Ruff.
Yeah, Nolan and Michelle.
Yeah, and Kyrie asked, "What's wrong?" "I think I saw my birth parents, Sakura." And then
I'd be like, what?
then they then they look at the ghostly images of Sora and Naruto. So, then says, "She's right in front of me, and I can't reach her." He tries to grab Rhyme, but his hand goes right to the mirage. And Kai and Sakura says, "If your hearts are connected, you'll reach her." Beat, Rhyme, Shiki, Neku, Naruto, Sora, Kairi, Sakura. Then there's a flash of both of them standing alone with Joshua, each in their own version of Twilight Town. In this world, something happened that brought their existence to an end. To keep them from fading altogether, I gather up much last the remains of their dreams and look for a place to give them refuge. It was then this world appears to my call, and Rhyme's dreams allowed us to reach it. Here I thought I would make it a chance to piece their dreams. But imagine my surprise when I realized dreams take bodily form in this world. It struck me by linking their dream pieces back together. Maybe I can make them exist. Maybe I can give them another chance. It can't be that simple, says Ruby. Well, why can't it? Asks Joshua. Kyrie asks. Well, why can't it? We're no one. It's when other people look at us and see someone. That's the moment we each start to exist. All of that needs for us someone to see them, connect with them, and two of you were a big part of making it happen. And Kai, Sakura, Sora, and Naruto look at each other and say, Joshua, just who are you? They all asked. Let's just say a friend. Then he gets angel wings and flies up to the sky. And Kyrie asks, Was he
Okay, what?
was he an angel? Then they reach their first Disney World. Sora and Naruto. We'll do Sora and Naruto first, then Kyrie and Sakura's. Okay, they'll go to the Jungle Book world first. It's not going to be as confusing as Dreamed Out Distance.
Say what?
You know how it's all confusing.
Wait, what was that?
They're going to go to the Jungle Book world.
Okay.
The first world is when they meet Bagheera. Bagheera asks, "What are you two doing here? Don't you know that it's dangerous here for man cubs to be here?" Man cubs, asks Naruto, and then Naruto's like, what happened to our clothes? We're wearing nothing but loincloths. This is sort of what? I feel like Tarzan. Then they said, you know what? Then Bagheera looks at him confusingly, and he said, "You know what? Never mind. Look, we're looking for our friends. Have you seen them?" And he says, You and one other man cub are the only one I've seen." What do you mean? There's this man cub named Mowgli. But I'm returning him to the jungle right now. Sora asks, "But why?" Because Shere Khan, the tiger, has returned to this part of the jungle, and he wants to kill him and you two. Why? Because he hates man. He doesn't want you to grow up and get and use a gun to kill. But we don't use guns. We don't. We don't use guns and fire. Well, actually, I kind of use. I but we're not hunters. Then he said, "Why don't we just explain things?" And he said, "Nonsense. No one explains of Shere Khan." Then they hear Mowgli says, "Yeah, well, maybe so. Well, I'm not afraid. And besides, now that's enough. Spend the night here. Things will be better in the morning." And Mowgli goes ahead and said, Mowgli, my name is Sora, and this is Naruto. You lived here all your life? Then he said, go on up there. Then Sora yawns, says, I'm getting sleepy too. Then they fall asleep and they meet Ka. Then we have here the Meg, a delicious man cub. Then Mowgli says, "Go away and leave me alone." Oh, I would do that, but I won't. Now go to sleep, man cub. And he hypnotizes Mowgli. Then he says, then he says, man cub, yeah, be quiet. We'll wake you up in the morning. They won't be here in the morning. And he says, "Oh yes, you will." Like, Ka, horrid Ka. Then he hits Ka. Then you had just made a simple mistake, a very stupid mistake. Look at me, and he tries to hypnotize Bagheera, and that wakes up Mowgli and Sora and Naruto, and they use Ka to to and they push him down. And he said, "Hey, Bagheera, he's got a knot in his tail. He's got a net in his tail."
You say what happened?
There was an accident, but we're back.
Okay.
Anyway, um, wait. Oh yeah, that scene where Cobb was tied up, then he leaves, and then Mowgli starts laughing, and he looks at Bagheera nervously, and he says, "So you want to stay in the jungle, do you?" He didn't understand the sarcasm, and he said, "Yes, I want to stay in the jungle for the last time. Go to sleep, Mank, Mank." They set the next morning, and Sword dreams about being Keyblade Man. Meanwhile, um, Kairi and Sakura run another part of the jungle. Then they this is gonna be part of original. This is not. This wasn't part of the movie, but it's gonna be part of the game for now. Okay. Well, Sora gonna be part of. Anyway, Sora and Kairi and Sakura shows up at the somewhere in the man village. They meet. I believe her name was Shanti in the original in the and that's what they call her in the Jungle Book sequel.
Meet who?
Shanti, the girl that sang the song in the movie. You haven't seen the
Okay.
Jungle Book, have you?
No.
Anyway, this could be short and sweet because it's short because it's gonna be part of the because it's not part of the movie, but it's gonna be important. We're gonna add more to Kyrie's backstory. After
All
they
right.
hear a scream in the jungle, and then they see Ka we all tangled up. And he said, "My soil's hurt." Kyrie asked, "What happened?" Oh, those he didn't see Kyrie and Sakura, so he said, "Oh, those two. I was foiled by the bunch of man cub, a spike, three man cub, one spiky haired and one brown haired spiky. You don't think?" Then Kyrie says, "I don't know. I don't think we'll see them there because they're not in our world." Says, "You're probably right." Then he turns on. "Oh no, not there, man!" He runs away from Sakura. I can imagine Ka being afraid of Kairi and Sakura.
Well, I can
Since
see that too.
Kairi asks, "What was that all about?" Then they see a mysterious figure, and then in the height of his looks familiar to Sakura's. He looks familiar, but I just can't point my hand. And then he summons a keyblade, and Sakura's like, "No, can't be." Then he jumps on her, but she blocks the attack before she could he could attack her. Then they have this big epic battle. Then after the fight, the the, the figure says, "Losers." And Sakura says, "No, can't be, can it?" Sakura Kairi asks, "You don't think it is, do you?" And but he died. Oh,
Tiger, whoever stays dead in this series.
yeah. The
So is Dougie a Xehanort, like a vessel for Xehanort, or is he actually Xehanort himself?
a vessel for Xehanort.
Okay, so he's not going to need Sora for this, like in the
Nope.
game.
Nope. Well, he'll still need Xehanort, but he still needs Sora. I'm gonna turn it. I'll give you a minor spoiler for this. Demiax won't be one of the Xehanorts. Actually, yeah, he will. Um,
Okay, so he could probably still, so he'll still need Sora as a vessel then.
yeah, but yeah, we'll get to that when we get to that. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, back in, they hear up, 2, 3, 4. It's the elephants, and Bagheera says, "Oh no, the on patrol again." He and Sora and Naruto join Mowgli, and then they hear the song up, two. Then they follow the baby elephant. Kapane. Then they said, "Hey, what are you doing?" Can, drilling. Can we join? Yeah, sure. Don't just do what I do, but don't talk in ranks. It's against regulation. Then Soros asks, "What do we do?" I guess we could follow them. Make sure they don't get the Mowgli get in trouble. Company, oh. Then he get then he gets an inspection. Then he after the inspection when he sees his son. Then Mowgli says, "What happened to your trunk?" Hey, stop! Oh, man cub. Oh, this is treason. Sabotage. I'll have no man cub in my my jungle. It's not your jungle. And then they hear Bagheera come and says, "I could explain, Captain. Colonel Halfley, if you please, sir." Oh yes, Colonel Halfley. These man cubs are with me. I'm taking them to the man village right now. To stay, you have the word of Bagheera. Very, very well. I will have all. He is your responsibility, but if he causes any troubles, I will hold all of you responsible. And remember, an elephant never forgets. And Soros says, "I'm not too sure about that." Forward, march. Then he said. Then they talked to the elephant and he said, "When I grow up, I'm gonna be a colonel, just like my pop." I told you once. Then he Hathi grabs the boy and says, "If I told you once, I told you 1,000 times." Pop, look out! And said, "Uh oh, that's gotta hurt." Gee, Pop, you forgot to say halt. Sora and Naruto laughed. He said never. He said never. An elephant never forgets. Then Bagheera looks at them in stern and said, "It's not funny. Well, let's get out of here before something else happens." Then they get in a fight. Then Baloo shows up. Then he sings, "Look for the bare necessities song," which was my favorite song when I was a kid. The Jungle Book was one of my Disney movies to watch. That, Aladdin, and Fox and the Hound, and Beauty and Beast. And after that, they said, "Look, we'll keep an eye on Mowgli to see they'll make sure they don't get in any trouble." And then they then he gets kidnapped by the monkeys, and they go off to rescue him. And they hear King Louis sing, "I want to be like you."
Not the Christopher Walken one.
No, this one was original Louis Prima. And then they have all this battle against Dream Eaters. Uh, they all escaped. And
Is this where Wargoyle? Is this where Wargoyle is?
yep,
Since we're
they fight the Wargoyle.
mixing Hunchback.
They defeat him and says, "Well, we can't stay here, guys. We better go." And that's where we'll end the Jungle Book. Because I'm not gonna do the whole Jungle Book thing. Okay? I'm
All right.
What happened?
They're
What
next
would
to
happen?
be the grid is next.
The grid?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, yeah, because actually, wouldn't the Peduncul's world be next? Because so, Sora's next Zennis, but this is impossible. Even though he met Zennis at the grid. We'll do the grid, okay? So who goes first, Kyrie or Sora?
Okay. Hard
Kyrie
to
sucks.
say. I really don't know what the order is for those two in the grid.
Yeah, I don't. Anyway, we're gonna have a flat. We'll have a flashback of Axel waking up. Or Lee. Is that he wakes up? People are. He wakes up and says, "I'm human again." But the only
Where's the tear
one.
marks under my eyes?
I guess Xehanort doesn't count, but where are Bragg and Isa? Which I thought that was confused. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really like Sayax.
Agreed.
Yeah, I mean
You
he's
notice
done
that
a
they
lot of.
only use members number 1 to 8 in Dream Drop.
Yeah, in fact, he'll be part of the story, but he, like Sasuke, he won't be part of the redemption because I thought him being forgiven was like Sasuke being forgiven.
I could, yeah, I give Sax a little more credit than Sasuke. It's not good, but it's at least a bit better.
Yeah,
More baffling is Vexen's heel turn.
yeah, but we'll get to that. Okay. Meanwhile at the grid, Sora and Naruto wakes up. They look at their outfits and says, "Hey, I know where we are." He says, "Yeah, only ours is not blue. Only it's not blue."
They're more black and blue than straight blue.
Yeah. Then they see a black guard and said, "Identify. Station your handle program." We don't have handles. My name is Sora. The guard says, "Verifying handle Sora." And then handle not found. Stray program recognized. Isolate waiting for quarantine. Whoa, this is so unfriendly. Yeah, it's not like we're sick or anything. Meanwhile, Kyrie and Sakura appears on another side of the grid and stares at their outfits. So, then they get on that race, which I thought it was. To be fair, I thought that was kind of fun.
It was. They do a light cycle thing.
Yeah,
Only this time their light cycles can have turrets.
yeah. and then after that they meet. They get caught again. This they meet the guard. And he tells him his name is Sam. He asks, "Where are we?" He says, "We're in the grid." Then they see a man with a black suit with glowing yellow eyes. Only precious few light cycles granted battle privileges. Kairi asks, and Sakura says, "You're gonna explain why it's so lucky?" "I'll show you," he says. "How hard can it be?" I think we had it after that. Well, Sakura says, "I think we have enough entertainment for one day." Then they see Sam has made it. We know a way. I know a way out of the grid. You two want to come with? He says, "No, you go. Wait, what's the way out?" "Through the portal." Sakura and Kairi look at each other's portal. He says, "Yeah, it's like the gate that opened when I came here. Once I'm back in the real world, I can defeat Clue, and then my dad will be able to come home." "Your dad?" "He vanished 20 years ago when he came to the grid. Because he needed to protect his disc from Clue, he went into hiding. He's been trapped there ever since. But I'm going to change it." "I see. You mind if we go with you to the portal?" "Sure," he says. "I take what help I can get, but first there's someone I need to meet. He's in this city." Then we see this flashback of Flynn and Kevin, who's played by Jeff Bridges.
Makes me wonder where he was in Cage 2 if he's in Tron's world.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it more connection. He's from Radiant Garden, okay? I don't know much
Okay.
about Tron. I still don't know much about Tron. I never seen the movie. Have you?
Yes.
Is, and
Good
it's
effects,
good.
but they really can hurt your eyes.
Yeah, that's why it's best I don't watch the movie. Okay. He says the flashback scene has. I try to get back, but I can't get the portal. It used massive power, and it can't stay open forever. It's like a safe. It can never be. It can only be opened from the outside. Closed on me. That's why I never came home. So the portal, it activated when I came in. So it's open now. Not for long. Only 1 millicycle. About 8 hours. So we go now. We go home. We make them run for it. We gotta get you out of here. Don't rush, Sam. The portal. What do you mean? The portal's gonna close. My disc is everything, Sam. It's the master key, the golden ticket, the way out, and not just for me. What do you mean? Our worlds are connected than anyone knows. Clue figures if I can be in it, he can be out with my disc as possible. And then what? Game over. The guy doesn't dig imperfection. What's imperfect in our world? I can't let that happen. I won't. So what do we do? Nothing? Then I hear and Kevin's. It's amazing how productive doing nothing can be. Clue's planning something. We know that for a while. It's his game. The only game is win is to not play. And Sam says, "Yeah, well, that's one hell of a way to live, Dad." Which, when I heard that, I was surprised he said it.
Hmm.
And Kingdom Hearts is kind of dark. If if
Yeah.
if you ever hear it, it's think kids game showing Sephiroth and all that, all the dark moments in Kingdom Hearts. I
I wouldn't say Sephiroth is that dark in those games.
Good point. The scene switches back to Kairi, Sam, and Sakura. Kill some time till I get back. Then I see Dream Eaters, and Sakura says, "Glad we could fight through this boredom." Hmm. I like giving Sakura quips.
Yeah,
Uh, maybe Kyrie should have some too.
yeah, that could work.
After during the battle, Kyrie says some um computer related puns. Then, meanwhile, in another world, Sora and Naruto fight. Sora and Naruto go to a bridge and they come face to face with the armored opponent. The man reaches for his disc and splits it in two. Sora and Naruto reach their Keyblade and they hear Flint, Flint and Sam and a young woman watch. Tron, he's alive. Look at that boy's weapon. It's different, says the woman, but it's something you program. Right, Dad? Huh? No, Sam. I'd never seen it before. But I think I've heard of it. Something about key blades. I I could buy even though I never seen Tron. I could buy Sam saying that, knowing about keyblades and all that.
Wait, Sam or Flynn?
Flynn. And after that battle, Sora and Naruto asked each other, "What was that all about?" Hey, that weapon. Those weapons? Can I see it? And they turn around. And she said, "This is incredible. What a program! The weapon and the wielder. Program? Not me. This is called a keyblade. And I'm Sora, and that's Naruto. I'm Sam. So this is like Tron's world, right? You know Tron? Yeah, well, I've met him and stuff. Listen, that program you fought, that was Tron. What? That was Tron? Tron used to be a good friend, says Flynn. Together we created this place, the grid. It was something, man. But then Clue staged a coup. I was exiled, and Tron wound up getting derez, or so I thought. Clue made him into a new program called Rinsler. That's the thing about programs. Mess with the code a little, and their whole nature and memory can change. That's horrible, says Naruto. Most of this over my head, but Tron in this world seems pretty different. Still, if that's really the Tron item, we should change it back. And now you're up to Bingo, says Flynn. Now you're up to speed. We're lucky Tron kept it back up Tron's source code. He's a program after all. He's methodical like that. So we could go to Tron's source code back from Clue. We could put him back to normal, right? That's the idea. Great. Thanks, mister. Then Sora turns, where are you going? And he says, I'm going after Clue. We're going after Clue. And Flynn asks, do you know where he is? Nope. No idea, says Sora. What a strange user. You're nothing like Flynn or Sam. Come on, guys. I'll show you the way. What is that supposed to mean? Asked Naruto. And Flynn says, Korra, we have to keep moving. Yeah, what are we going to do if Winsler attacks? Asks Sam. If we're in a hurry, we'll have to take care of Winsler first. We'll handle that. We'll handle him, says Naruto. Alright, do what you can. Maybe even Sora can help Tron. Dad, no, says Flint. Relax, Sam. I have a feeling that Sora and Naruto are people we can trust. Now you need to press on. Okay. Korra, be careful, says Sam. You too. You ready, guys? Yeah, let's do this. Clue should be at the helm of the battleship. The reset fire. We'll get there with the solar sailor from the underground docks. Clue Clue was looking from inside the reset fire and, and stares at the image of Sora. He's intrigued by the Keyblade. Sora and Naruto makes the sailor stick aboard the reset fire. You sure we'll try and find source code here? Asked Naruto. It's not here. Maybe they searched the room and She said, maybe Clue has it. Let's go. And Cora opens the doors, revealing Winslow. She wipes out her identity, but Naruto grabs her arm. Wait, Cora, let me talk to Winslow. A little heart to heart might change the job as memory. Program, Sora. Programs don't have heart. And Sora said, that's not true. But Tron, I remember, he had something. Hey, you used to be called Tron, right? Clue did something to you to mess with your memory. You're a little confused, but that's okay. Come on. Remember Tron? And Tron uses his weapon and strikes, spinning in the air and sitting, flying at Sora. And Sora says, I thought that would work. And Naruto said, maybe not everything is about. Not every speech you say moves people, Sora.
Cute.
Yeah, I don't think what's is quite the friend you remember, says Cora. Is it Cora or Cora?
I really don't know.
Cora?
It sounds
Windsor.
like you're saying Korra from Avatar.
Yeah, I know. Windsor kidnaps Cora and Sora sulks at Tron. Why? That's what we do. Then I see a man, the man with the in the black coat appear. Not you again, says Sora. Then they see no. Then they see Zemnis. Zemnis, but that's impossible. Rub a few memories together, and you get a spark of emotion, a feeling.
More Paul St. Peter monologuing.
Yep. But and you get a spark of emotion, and but a digital world memory does not work like that. Nothing is ever felt, and they hear Naruto sleeping. Oh, I'm sorry. I just got bored after you. I just
No, 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 no,
fell.
no, no.
I just fell asleep after you said a few memories together. You always monologue, and why do you sound like the fox demon? So you, so you communicated with this demon. Interesting. Tron is a digital entirety. So why would he be any different? He obeys the rules of this world. Sora. What about you? Me? Your heart, memories, your data, and your dreams. The bits and bytes that have made your life. And say, for sure, they are not copies of someone else. Sora ponders and shaking his head. Yes, my feelings. Yes, my memories and feelings belong to me. You better check. Sora Naruto says, "Shut up! You, you're trying to get to his mind. It's just not gonna work. Sora's smarter. He's smarter than me, and he knows his heart better than anyone, just like I know mine." Uh-oh. Then you think this is the realm of dreams, but they are mistaken. Data does not dream, cannot dream. This world is real. You haven't the slightest idea of who you are. Then you wander off the path. What do you mean? The young man laughs and enters another portal. Meanwhile, Kairi and Sakura defeats the nightmares, and Sam entered. What? Who? Sam? Who's it? I'm Kairi, and this is Sakura. We're on our way to the portal. Sam nods to his father. Flynn should come with us. The portal, but we need a solar sailor. That's where we're headed. There's one in the underground docks. Then they, on their way, Sam noticed his father's disc is missing. Said, Dad, your disc is gone. Then they look at Cora. She's stable. We have to go back. Clue will use it to reach the outside world. I can stop him from destroying it if you could just let me do it. You've done enough already. So what do we do now? I don't know. Nothing. We do nothing but still wait. And then he paused for a second. We can hop on a solar sailor, full on sprint to the portal. We could beat Clue there. Let's get her out of here. Then they like at the solar sailor. They ask, Kyrie asks, "Is she gonna make it?" Sakura said. Flynn says, "I don't know. Do you think our magic can do anything, Sakura?" Sakura says, "I don't think so. I don't think our healing powers can work on data. Did you just write her code, Dad?" Flynn says some of it, but the rest is just beyond me. She's an ISO. Kyrie asks, ISO? Whole new life form. Cora is the last ISO. And you created them? They manifest like a flame. They weren't really from anywhere. The conditions were right and they came into being. For centuries, we dreamed of a pure existence beyond our own. I found them in here like flowers in a wasteland. They were spectacular. Everything I've happened to find the system, control, order, perfection. None of it meant a thing. The ISOs, they're going to be my gift to the world. He reaches the code, pulls out the red piece, which flies away like a moth. There. Good as new. It's going to take a while for the system to reboot. And then she starts to regenerate. So, what happened to your gift? Clue. Clue happened. He was there to create the perfect system. But the endless potential can never, ever be fully realized. Clue saw the ISOs as an imperfection, so he destroyed them. He screwed up? No, he's me. I screwed up. Chasing after some perfection, chasing after what was right in front of me. Right in front of me, he stares at his son. Kyrie says, "Look, it's hard for one thing and miss another thing." And then there are people around that get hurt in the process, like Xehanort. Single-minded thirst for answers created Ansem, Seeker of Darkness. A little curiosity that in us, but if we're not careful, want us to create an Ansem. then they then they hear the alarms and say, "Great, they found us. We put up a new course." Then Cora wakes up, takes her disc out, and handed it to Flynn. "Goodbye." Cora! Cora! She runs her. "No way!" She removing herself from the equation. Flynn says, "You can't just let her go." Kyrie, Flynn, Samson. Sakura says, "Yeah." And Kyrie said, "No. We gotta get you. We gotta get to the portal." Actually, Sakura would really want to say that. Kyrie would be one want to chase her. Flynn said, "If you chase two rabbits, you won't catch either." If this is a father-son thing, Kyrie said, "I won't put it. But we should probably get back to that disc at least, before clues use it to destroy the outside world." Right. Meet me at the flight deck. Get us some wheels. Wheels. What are your plans, he asked. "I'm a user. I'll improvise," says Sam. "I'll Riku, I gotta say Kyrie, I gotta say Cora too." "We will," says Kyrie. This disc should be somewhere in the throne ship. Then they reach the rectifier and said, "Over there." All right. They reach the ship and find Flynn's disc, which is suspended by lasers in a circle hole. circular hole by overlooking the front of the ship. Sam walks in and takes it. Sounding the alarm, the door is open and Windsor steps in with captive Cora. Sam, go! Windsor knocks her and takes out his weapons. Kyrie and Sakura readies their weapons, and and his disc throws at and Sam throws his disc at Winsler. He spins in the air to dodge it. And Kyrie said, "Okay, that's kind of cool." She and Sakura leaps to a wall and kicks it off, setting off a powerful swipe at Winsler, who loses his disc and falls off the ship. What are you doing here? He said to the flight deck. But Clue will be here any minute. We'll never make it. And he said, "Don't worry. Kyrie and Sakura are here to help." They they escape the rectifier and then they run along looking for Flynn. Meanwhile, Sora and Naruto are in the game. What in the world? They hear a voice saying, Combat 13 versus Winsler. Hello, everybody. My name is Dead. It's your friendly Merc Deadpool here." That's right. I put myself in this story. What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it, narrator?
How did
Uh,
you get into this computer world?
that's a secret you will never know. Then we see a flashback of Deadpool sneaking in the Kingdom Hearts Naruto writings, and he writes himself in it.
Yeah, it sounds like something he'd do.
and then he and then he says, but, and then he says, "That's how I did it, ladies and gentlemen. That way you can hear my sexy self." Then he then he, back in the Naruto uh, dreams, back in Naruto's Sora, he sees Clue and Winsor enter the platform and the floor. "Greetings, Sora, Naruto. I've been waiting." "Who are you?" "I am Clue." "So it was you. You're the guy who turned Tron into Winsor." "Correct. I had to repurpose his code." "Well, unrepurpose it," says Naruto. "Yes, under parameters I might." "Huh?" "You have a little thing called a keyblade. It can open any lock." "Isn't that right? Hand it over, and I'll change Winsor back into Tron." Sora summons his keyblade. "Well, I can't. It's what light the darkness. A chance to make everyone happy." "Ha! Flawed reasoning. I'll have to take it by force." He descends at the platform as Winsor rushes forward and raises it. And Sora asks, "Tron, what can I get through to you?" Then I hear chorus, "Fight, Sora!" They look over. They're relieved that Cora's alive. And, "Cora, you're okay." "Yeah, I think Tron heard you long enough for me to escape. You could do it. You could get through to him." And then Deadpool says, "Oh, this is gonna be so twisted. it's gonna make my. It's gonna make this battle is gonna make Obi-Wan versus Kakashi look like a cat fight."
I would love to see Deadpool as like a commentator on like anything.
Yeah, me too. Imagine him being commentator for the final battle in Endgame.
Oh yeah.
And what would he say about Iron Man's death?
Oh, just bring. He'll use a golem just to bring Tony back.
Yeah.
Ooh, I love Bedazzler. I'll see you
Yeah,
later,
well,
Cable.
then they
I can
fight
see
Windsor.
Deadpool also making an Ironmonger joke from looking at Clue and Flynn.
Yeah, yeah, and he does, and then he stops the story for a minute, and then takes a figure of Sora and Naruto, and he treats the figures like it's like that scene in Spaceballs when Dark Helmet was playing with the dolls. And then Toys of Kyrie said, "Oh, my heroes!" Then they go, "Mwah, mwah." And then then I come in and say, "Deadpool, what are you doing? Nothing. Knock on my door. Knock on." All right,
Yeah.
fine. Continue the story. Okay. Did you see anything? No, I didn't see you playing with your dolls again. Good. Wait. After that, Sora, Sora and Naruto beat Windsor. Then Windsor started to see a memory of Sora and Naruto in the KH2 forms. They reaches out. Then they, then then he jumps and takes a hit, knocking Clue's disc away. He falls to his knees, hits the wall, and Sora and Naruto tries to reach Windsor, but it is too late. He falls down. Clue watches. He said, "I'll deal with you later. I had to deal with retrieve Windsor." Cora walks over to Sora, who's still standing. Reach for my hand. She gives him a sympathetic look. He's still in there. You, you, and that key have a special power. So, do your power make me see it? So does that? So Cora said. So does that mean we're friends? Sora said, "Of course, we always make friends." And Sora says, "What if my own memories are not my own? No, they're real. And I've got to be like Tron. Maybe we're walking the wrong path, Naruto, but our hearts will lead us back to the truth." And a keyhole appears and they seal it. And meanwhile, Riku, Sam, and Korra Kairi, Sakura, Sam, and Korra catch up to Flynn. And he said, "This is mine." As they find Clue standing in front of them. "This is mine. I had a feeling you would be here. You, you promised we would change the world together. You broke your promise." Then he summons a Commandant's Dream Beaner. And then Deadpool shows up again. Says, you didn't see the last of me. Did you didn't expect to see the last of me, did you? Well, I'm here just for this chapter. Well,
Yeah,
just as
before I overstay my welcome.
yeah. And Kyrie says, "You can leave this one to us." And then said, "No, it's a battle between the most beautiful ladies in Kingdom Hearts." Too bad Aqua isn't here. Dr.
Yeah.
Aqua. I can see Deadpool doing that with Aqua.
Well, or there's some bug monster. It's a battle for the ages. I can see him doing like one of those like old timey announcer things.
Yeah, yeah. And he does impressions of famous sports announcer icons like John Madden. He says, "Go." He's doing that, and he does. You know how John Madden draws up plays and during replays, and he does X and O's. He does the
Yeah.
same thing. He does the same thing here.
Does he do that the Chris Boomer he could go all the way thing?
Yeah. And he said, Kyrie could, she could go all the way, and boom! And she throws her keyblade like that.
Now I really want this series to actually happen with Deadpool.
Me too, but unfortunately, he's gonna be part of this war. But then after Kyrie defeats them, all right, and Deadpool says, "All right, unfortunately, this will be my last scene of of this of this podcast. But don't worry, I might appear in Kingdom Hearts 3. See ya." Then he disappears.
Sakura goes, "Okay, I'm gonna say it. Who the heck was that guy?"
and, and Kyrie says, "I don't know, but he sounded like a pervert."
She has no idea. I still remember that one scene from the Deadpool game where he's just like begging to stop Cable to stop talking.
Yeah, I think I remember that too.
Make it stop! Make it stop! He just pulls a gun out.
Yeah, they need to make another Deadpool game someday. Anyway,
I
after
can
that,
imagine Nolan was having the time of his life doing that.
yeah, after they defeat the Commandos, they see Clue shot. I created the perfect system. And Flynn says, the thing about perfection is unknowable. It's impossible, but it's also right in front of us all the time. You wouldn't
It
know that.
doesn't exist.
Yeah. Then Clue stares at him before kicking away. Dad, says Sam. He tries to tackle Clue, toss him. And Flynn says, go! And Cora nods and use the rope to spin the platform and land in front of Kyrie and Sakura. As and Sam, as Clue walks towards him, takes on a life sword and says, Clue, remember what you came for. He walks over back to Flynn, and the bridge opens, splitting him and Flynn from the others. Flynn kicks Flynn in the face, flipping him over. He takes Flynn's disc from his back and activates a pull up hologram for Cora. No, he looks over at Cora, Kyrie, and Sakura and Sam around the portal. No, why? He he looks. He turns to Sam Flynn and he says, "He's my son." He deactivates the hologram and throws a disc to the ground beside Flynn. Go! And then Sam looks at him and says, "Dad, Sam, it's time." No, Sam, it's what he wants. I'm not leaving you. Take her. She hands Flynn's desk to him. And he takes. Yes. Goodbye, kiddo. And Sakura and Kyrie cries.
Oh, way to go! All those efforts made for nothing.
Yeah. Clue stands up and Kyrie and Sakura runs. Oh no, you don't. Don't even think. Flynn gasps and kneels quickly, his long coat flowing, touches the ground and bursts of energy ripples right from him. It reaches Clue and who tries to walk to the portal, but is unable to overcome the force pulling him as Flynn stands with his arm out. And Clue's knocked backwards into Flynn's body, sending a massive pulse of bright energy engulfs everything. The light dissipates, and Kyrie and Sakura and the others now walks over the portal where it once was. Kyrie looks at the portal, looks over, and the portal is gone. The gates that connect the worlds, maybe when we pass through them, were challenged and changed. It's not over yet. Sakura says, "You're right. We have more trials to overcome. We'll be ready. Naruto, Sora, Kai said. They both sealed the keyhole. There's keyholes. Meanwhile, Jensen's tower. He he strokes his beard and they hear the on Goofy say, "Gee, sorry, Naruto. Okay, we'll be fine as long as Kai and Sakura are with him." And King Mickey says, I wonder if Riku's is." Then he said, "You don't think no, Master Yinsen." Then they see a raven. Uh, I know that raven. It's Maleficent. What's it got? He drops the diamond on desk and flies back to the window. They make you notice the crown in it. Why, that's Minnie's. He picks up the scroll, and Minnie has been kidnapped by Maleficent. She took Queen Minnie. The letter says for me to return to Disney Castle, or else. Mickey, there is no time to waste. You must go and save her. Okay, you will stay here. King Mickey, we're done with you, they said. Gosh, I guess you're right, pals. We're friends, and we stick together. Master Jensen, we'll be back. And they go to the gummy ship. Yen says, this timing is too perfect, too calculated. Maleficent must sense a change in the force of darkness. A change, like saying art. Up. Sora and the others return. Sora and Naruto return to Traverse Town. What are we doing back here? Why, hello, guys. I've been waiting. And Sora Naruto says, "You do know you can wait on the ground, right? Come on, so we can talk." Now, he asked. What do you mean now, Naruto? No, you said you were the one waiting. You know, you started turning into a Netku every day. But listen, I'm glad you I'm glad you two showed up. You, I'm glad you four showed. You four? Does that mean Kyra and Sakura are here? Yes, but you and they are still a world apart. They don't seem they don't seem especially worried. They'll know they'll find you. Sora said, "Yeah, just look at Neku. He and the others found their game partners. Oh, so they're backstage now? No, remember when I told you their existence is on the line, and the Reapers are dead and set on erasing them for good. But they found refuge in this world, and luckily each other too. Reapers, right? If Neku and the others want to go back to where they came from, they need to win the Reapers game. It's like a series of missions. There, there are rules in their home ground, except this time the mission is a tough one. They pit it against the Dream Eater that can summon 100 more like it. So I was hoping if you and Kyrie and Sakura could help us out. You have your Keyblades, and with those, we might salvage. Well, I'm glad they're with us, says Naruto. If they are on the other side of the portal, and you're on one side of the portal, and you're on the other. He might be by your side. He might be by a million miles away. You can't measure the distance of time or space, even without the wall between you. It's hard to say. Don't worry, they're with us, even when it might seem like they're not. Then you four are lucky. And you're lucky you have your friends too, Soras. Even if I appreciate you all saying that with conviction, even though you have no idea what you're talking. Hey, says Naruto. Anyway, Nick and his partner are pinned down in the fountain plaza. I can count on you, like always. Then they reached the fountain plaza, which had the Lady and the Tramp statue I never
Really?
noticed until yeah. And then Sora and Naruto says, "I think those dogs are kissing each other with um with spaghetti." Then they see
I
a
can see
man.
Naruto seeing, like, imagining him in soccer doing that.
Yeah, and then they hear a man saying, "Those dogs are kissing each other like humans." It's based off Homer's Homer
Yeah,
Simpson.
I love that bit in the last 2004. They're dogs and they're playing poker.
I just and Sora said, "What was that all about?" Uh, Naruto shrugged. I don't know.
Some
Let's go
crazy
find him.
guy.
Yeah. N- They see Niku and Shiki are finishing off some dream eaters. This is starting to put me up. Where am I? Yeah. Can we get a timeout? Then they then they find it's a large bird-like nightmare riding a broom, holding its hat like a spell book. The spell it can summons lightning, which strikes the near Niku and Shiki, actually knocking Shiki to a fountain. What? And Sora Naruto arrived and said, "Miss me, Sora? I'm right here. You take We'll take it from here." "No, we don't need your help." "Of course you do. Where are your dreamers? How else can you fight?" "I don't need them anymore." And she got out of the fountain dripping wet. "Oh, right, your partner. Well, don't you want to make it out of the game? Who's gonna help her if you get hurt?" And they looked at each other and said, "Okay, you win. I'll let you do the sweating." And they run out and they run ahead and they fight defeat all the nightmares. "I got away," says Sora. "Sora, you must be Neku's partner." "Yeah, I'm Shiki. Nice to meet you. Neku told me all about you." "Cool, but you should have seen him. You look everywhere for you," says Naruto in a in a smug look. It kind of ships that. And, Naruto, no. Yeah. "What? You do need her. That's a good thing," says Sora. Then Shiki says, "That's sweet, Neku." Then she kisses his cheek. And Sora and Naruto look at each other in a smug look. That that reminds me of Sakura. And me too with Kyrie. Stop annoying me." "Well, I still think it's sweet," she says, and while hugging her doll. "It's nice to meet Eden." "I'm sorry," they heard a voice. "Is this a bad time?" It was Joshua. "Because the Dream Eater were after retreated to the other imagining in this world." "Other imagining? You mean where Kyrie and Sakura are?" "Yes." And he and our friends will do what they can. We'll just run ourselves in circles in this way. We need to trap that thing once in palace and finish. "Trap it where?" asked Nard. "The third district." "Okay." And Sora, Shiki, and Nard starts running towards the third district. And with Neku. Neku hangs back a second, puzzling Joshua. "Joshua, are we gonna make it home?" "Neku, you couldn't afford to lose. Giving up on yourself and you give up on the world. Right. So I'll see you there." "Me?" "Yeah, you're my friend. It's your home too," he says with a smile. "Maybe you're starting to turn into Sora." "Huh?" "Thanks." "Me turning into Sora? What does that mean? I'm not a goofball like him." Meanwhile, Kairi and Sakura enter the first district. Why are we back in Traverse Town? Girls, Joshua, it's nice of you to join us. What happened? Trouble happened. I was hoping both of you can find out. Help. When did they get here? When did Sora and Naruto get here? Bravo, Kyrie. Bravo, Sakura. How can why can't they be this quick on the uptake? And Sakura said, well, Naruto's a baka. But he's my baka. Now let's get down to business. We got a nasty dreamer in our hands. It keeps jumping in between worlds. Not only that, it knows how to summon creatures like it. Pretty powerful ones. The ones on a mission to stop it, but they need help. You mean Shiki and her friends? Asks Sakura. That's right. They all found their game partners, and Shiki's over there fighting the other travelers. In fact, Sora and Naruto are helping them out. Good to hear that. So what can we do? Asks Sakura. Actually, the Dream Eater just reappeared in the Foundation Plaza. I said, beating his partner to face him. We're on it, says Kyrie. They start to leave. Then they say, girls, there's something else you need to know. Huh? These two traverse towns separate by the portal. I was under the impression they were parallel worlds, but it looks like I was wrong. Wrong how? This is where it gets tricky. After you and Sora left, Shiki crossed the portal to join her game partner. Did you notice players have a mission timer inscribed on their hands? When she got to the other side, she had made more time left on her clock than her partner. And each partner crossed over on the other side, she had less time left. So time flows differently here and there. So what? It's true within any world. A home world will be running on a different time axis. And Joshua says, yes, I understand that. But Traverse Town were parallel worlds. Your time would flow in the same. Well, but it doesn't. Ergo, they are not parallel worlds. You mean they're a past and a future? No, impossible, Joshua said. The worlds are clearly separate, Kyrie, Sakura. It's not just time that sets them apart. And as for yourself noted, every world flows at its own pace, which tells them all for that their similarities. There are two distinct worlds. Distinct worlds? Asks Riku. Yes, but that's all conjecture. It's like the same world imagined by two people. What did that tell you? We're in. Kyrie says, a dream. Yes. Bravo. Again, Kyrie. Which none of these may matter one bit to me or my friends. But to you, Sora Naruto, I mean, it might be a final clue. Right. So you may need meet us in the plaza. Wow, I'm running out of bravos. And Sakura says, okay, stop making fun of my stop making fun of my Naruto. Only I can do that. They enter the fourth district and fighting Spelican.
Won't that show up in Fantasia?
What?
Doesn't that show up again in Fantasia?
I think so.
Because I really do not like that fight.
I can't stand it either. Anyway, they meet Rhyme and she says, nice to meet you. Kyrie, Riku, right? Sorry, my partner's acting like a doofus. He said, I am not. You always gotta go and garnish my reputation. And Sakura whispers to Kyrie, that he reminds me of Kiba. Since when? You burned that bridge all by yourself. Nobody raises a reputation by lying other. Kyrie, yo, you gonna sit there and let her get my grill? It's just, I'm sorry, just you two are cut from the same cloth. I know this is Rhyme. I ain't made of cloth. Wow, you make Naruto look like Shikamaru. Then they gotta. Then they fight the Spelican and defeat him. And they chase him. Kyrie says quantity versus quality. Huh? And then they defeat the nightmares. They they hear Joshua say, Riku, Kyrie, Sakura, third district. We're going to pin it between both worlds. Got it, they both said. Joshua and the portal disappears and they run into this third district. I got you now. This is my they hear beat. This is my street, yo. You gotta play by the rules, says mine. You escape through the portal. Oh no. Hey. Then Kyrie and Sakura says, Sora, Naruto, got this. They then meanwhile in Sora's world, it's Sora said, we got this, Kyrie, Sakura. It's working, Joshua said. He's pulling right through us. We'll handle things here, guys. You take care of the boss. As Spellicans can summon Dream Eaters. And had one of the most frustrating fights in Traverse Town, in my opinion.
Ow.
Hey, then the Spellican, after its defeat, Spellican leaves as it flies into a key. Not again, says Sora. Hey Josh, where'd it go? Asked Nanku. Somewhere else. Out of Traverse Town. And out of my reach. We just have to let it go. Great. So we failed the mission? Asked Shiki. I'll go after it, says Sora. Me too, says Naruto. Come on. We're not actual players. Can't I bend the rules? He asked. Shiki and Joshua chuckled. Well, I guess but the rules don't apply in your hearts are connected. Right? That's how you roll. Right, then it's settled. Sora, says Neku. Naruto, thank you. It wasn't easy, but you made it easier. Yeah. Wow, Neku, you changed. Huh? You think? Yeah. You're less dorky. What? Naruto laughing. Oh, what are you gonna do? Kiss and make? What kiss and make? Oh, come on! You two dig each other. Just it's like me and Sakura. Then she says, "Once you find your friends, guys, you should hang out in our town. Definitely. See you ship Shibuya. Sure, it's a deal." Then they all put their hands on top. You think I should pass on to Kyrie and Sakura? No, we'll see them soon. Then Kyrie and Sakura hears Beat complaining. This is so tired. Every time we chase him down. Kyrie says, I know, but we got an alley on the other side. Don't worry. Yeah, we still don't like it. You know, you really are a good listener, says Beat. Beat, says Joshua. You're like a sponge, really. Beat says, B, I'm not a sponge. I'm just me. And Sakura said, no, you're a starfish. A SpongeBob joke. Hey, you mean, does Shiglobito? Hey, don't use my full name. That's a weird name, says Kyrie. And Rhyme laughs. And which set Riku off, and then they steal the key. They they steal it, and Mime says thanks, and Kairi smiles and reaches down her level and says, "You take care of this bonehead from now on." Okay, I will. Just stay cool. We'll catch up with you soon," says Pete. "Say hi to Sora and Naruto." And Kairi says, "Sure. Remember when I said be careful? If it really is a dream, then it's gonna lie and make you think it's real. We got it." "What? I don't get it." "You and Naruto would break your heads on this one." "Sora too," says Kairi. Meanwhile, meanwhile, Donald, Donald, Goofy, and the King join, make it to Disney Castle to see Queen Minnie held captive by Maleficent and Pete. "Thank you, big son." "Doug works for me." "Y'all gotta play it, or right? Gosh, at least he's honest in a dishonest way." I love that line. Silence. No underling of mine shall be insulted so. Maleficent. I just love Maleficent's vocabulary. So cunning and evil. "I have great plans for dear Pete and all the worlds, once I've taken them for my own." "Then I got bad news for you. That day's never gonna come." "Perhaps you should take a few moments to reconsider. Or does the Queen like mean nothing to you at all?" "Miki, don't you listen to her. You can't let Maleficent go." "No, Minnie." "All right, Maleficent. Tell me what you want." "Let me see. Shall I begin with this world? I much prefer it to be Doctor more and ominous tribution." "You said it. This plate needs some lights out time." "You're lying, Maleficent. Not even you would go through this much trouble just for that. What is it you're really after?" Your perspective. I presume you are familiar with Xehanort, the man who lead me to discover the worlds outside of my own." "You know him?" "As do you, I see. Yes, you have shown everything with me, how to go about winning the heart over darkness, most gloriously about the 7 hearts of pure light, the ones who will grant me the power I need to conquer all worlds. However, the worlds were too complex, too much for even me to contain. It seemed I had miscalculated, and then it came to me, of course, I could go on conquering other worlds in my own manner." "Huh? So you do have the data all over the worlds, do you not? And now you hand it over to me." "No, no. What do you mean? Don't you bozos pretend you don't remember. Me and Maleficent were trapped inside it. Now cough it up. Why do you want the data?" "I'm afraid that's no concern of yours." Mm, I wouldn't want her Queen Minnie Mousing us to get a boo boo now, wouldn't we? I love Pete. He's so hilarious.
Aren't they looking for the book of prophecy or the box here?
I think the book. I think the Book of Prophecies.
Yeah, 'cause I really keep losing track of what Maleficent wants after the second
Yeah,
game.
this is why the Moors shouldn't have brought Maleficent back. They're they basically
But
became
we need a second faction in this villains thing. So,
yeah. We'll say the Book of Prophecies.
because like I said, it's been a while since I played Dream Drop.
Yeah, me too.
I think it was like only like 2 years ago I played it.
Yeah, I see you found to recognize the fatality of your situation. Very well. The orbs of her staff glows. "Face your don't." She sent the ball at them, but she was stopped by a black portal. One pierced the ground, blocking the attack sent at Mickey and the others. causing Pete to lose his grip of Minnie. Once free, Minnie uses her faith attack she used with Sora and Cage to light. Then she reunites with with her husband. Oh, Mickey, Minnie. Then they confront Maleficent. Maleficent, you lose. Uh, says Maleficent scowled. Say, my lady, I think the poop soup way. We better hit the road, Jack. Don't. I now know I see lies within these walls. I will eliminate you in good time. Then she walks away in a corridor. Hey, wait for me, Maleficent. What? And Donald shakes his hand and says, Why did she allow that idiot to work for him? For her? Goofy shrugged. It's too bad. He and his son PJ and my son Max are best friends. Then Mickey unargs and see a hooded figure that you used the darkness to get here. That was reckless. But gosh, I didn't expect you to save us, Axel. Axel didn't. My name's Lee. Got it memorized. Next world is the three
Pinocchio.
yeah, Pinocchio. Then the Three Musketeers world.
Yeah. Pinocchio.
Sora and
Pinocchio.
Naruto on themselves in a music part. Actually, we'll do a flashback of how Axel got here, okay?
All right.
Of- um, he says, are the other two still out code?" Yes. Alias, alias, who was searching through the library, says, Dylan and Evan are unconscious again, but still unstable. They're resting inside. Gotcha. Well, I'll get the castle ground to sweep. Don't. If they were back, we would have found them by now, says Alias. So what do you think? They blast off into some other world, or I highly doubt it, says Ian. So when someone who's lost their heart and was incompleted, they should return to the place where it happened. And if that world is unavailable for whatever reason, a refuge is made for them in the realm between. A world called Traverse Town. That will be sent there, or perhaps no. Okay, the fact is we're here. We've been recompleted, so they should be here too. Plain and simple. I agree. It is strange. What a drag. Could they not been recompleted at all? Well, you see, forget it. You know what? I'll bring them back myself. How exactly? Why do I get stuck with the icky jug? He asks as he looks at the message of the wall. Meanwhile, Sora and Naruto find themselves at a amusement park. I, I don't know what it was called in the original world, but screw it. We're going to call it Pleasure Island.
I think in Dream Drop it's called Prankster's Paradise.
Oh, yeah. But I don't know why it wasn't called Pleasure Island, though.
Too suggestive?
Yeah.
With the drinking and the smoking.
Yeah. And the creepy man that says, the creepy coachman.
Oh, yeah.
I remember when I watched that movie with my nephew, when he made that scary face, he hung on to being scared.
Yeah, I won't lie. I got creeped out by that too as a kid.
It's so creepy as an adult.
It's more creepy now.
Yeah.
Like, back up with a cruise, like, get a crucifix, go back, back.
Then I hear a voice, a familiar voice talk. That Pinocchio. He must have gotten his poor father worried sick. Hmm. Still, that little fellow's a miracle. Imagine Mr. Geppetto's wooden puppet brought back to life by the blue fairy. She made his wish for his son come true because he was given so much happiness to others. Now Pinocchio needs me to guide him and be his conscience. So maybe one day he'll be real. Well, now let's not get over ourselves, Jiminy. First, you gotta find Pinocchio. Hey, Jiminy, says Naruto. What's up? Huh? Who are you? You should be here, young man. What? Are you okay, Jiminy? Huh? Heard of me? Well, I'll be. Name's Jimmy Cricket. Already spread far and wide. Really? You feeling alright? It's me. Sora, and yeah, and it's me, Naruto. Sora Naruto, you say? I don't think I recognize you, but the name does have a familiar ring. Hmm? Oh, yeah. Then they have a flashback of instead explaining that real time does not flow unless one restores the world by walking into its slumber. It would stay locked in for a dream forever. And you may encounter familiar faces, but they are just figments of the dream. In actuality, they are sound asleep, trapped within a world also sleeping. So, in other words, so what? In so the real Jimmy was
It's
trapped in this
magic.
world. Yeah, what's that? I can hear you. Yeah, it's very nice to meet you, Jiminy, says Sora. Oh, the sheriff feeling's mutual, Sora. Yeah, so how do we get out of here? Well, you can't fool me. You still think we know each other, and you already just got me thinking about it, too. Well, then where was I? Oh, yeah, this is a terrible place. Boys are allowed to wreck things and loaf around and make jackasses of themselves. In the game, you said jackamules, but in the original Disney one, they said jackasses.
Yeah, because they could get away with that back then.
Yeah, that's why
I think
old
they should
Disney
have,
movies.
honestly, I think they should have kept the line in the game.
Yeah, they could have, because they mean
They have an
donkeys.
E10 plus. Use it.
Yeah, and Paul lost Pinocchio. He wanted in here my while. That's right. That's why I must have heard your name, Sora, from my friend Pinocchio. He knows me. How? And there's a flashback of, Pin- of Jiminy saying, "Shame on you, Pinocchio, playing hooky and goofing off in a place like this." Oh, I'm sorry, Jiminy. I was going to school till I met somebody. Yeah, two big monsters with big green eyes. Then his nose grows. You don't say. Then what happened? Yeah, and I told you a big sack. So it sounds like you were horsing around. But I was. And when they were looking, they were telling me about this story about how this boy fell in love with some kind of magic and realized he fell in love and because of a robbery, and he realized he wronged the wrong girl because of a robbery, and then his nose started growing. So now that story sounds even more far fetched. Like I said, there's gonna be plenty more where that came from. That's
Yeah,
our
I just love
running.
how everybody hearing this thinks it's the most absurd thing ever.
Yeah, especially Chain of Memories when Donald questioned the logic of the last.
Yeah. Now it sounds like the stupidest thing when you say it out loud because it is.
My nose. Thanks, Judy said. See, now one of those tall tales will get you, especially that story about the boy falling in love with pretending to fall in love with the girls because of a robbery. Who does that? No, but it's all true, except for that part. Even the fellows in black coats who set to play a trick on Sora. Now, who was he? I just had enough of your fitment. Hold on. I guess that part was true. Tell me, Pinocchio, did that man in black say anything? He sure didn't. Well, good. Then they see the blue fairy, and it's that famous scene. She says, "What happened to your nose? Perhaps you have been telling the truth." Oh, but I have. Every single word. Then his nose grows again. Oh, please help me. I'm awful sorry. You see, Pinocchio, a light keeps growing and growing until it's plain as the nose on your face. I'll never lie again. Honest, why, I won't. I'll forgive you this once, but remember, a boy who won't be good just might be made of wood. We'll be good, won't we? Very well. But the last time I can help you. I'm sorry I'm gonna get off topic again, but I was reading about the original the original the making of Pinocchio. They were making Pinocchio more like the book where he was a lying, selfish char- um lying, selfish boy. But Walt Disney didn't like it.
Okay.
He wanted to make Pinocchio more likable, and
Hmm.
it worked.
I guess the Del Toro version probably has that version of Pinocchio.
Yeah, I prefer the all the Pinocchio. I prefer the Disney one because he's a nice kid. He's a nice kid, and he's and they still made him an interesting character. That's what
Yeah,
you don't think he was. I don't. You didn't think he was that interesting?
no, I like it. I like the original a lot.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite classic. Well, by classic I mean 40s, 30s, and 40s and 50s.
You mean like Golden Age?
Golden Age, Golden Age Disney. Well, Aladdin's my favorite Disney movie ever.
And I always feel like if you're going like Golden Age, like 30s to like 40s, then Silver's 50s to 70s.
Yep,
Kind of like how comic book runs do that.
that's true. Then they went back, flash forward to present time, and source that guy again. I guess it's that guy in the Organization 13 coat. Forget him. If I don't find Pinocchio, he'll turn into a donkey like the rest of them. Then we'll help you find him, Jiminy, says Naruto. Really? I'd be grateful, but how in the world do you know Pinocchio? We.
That's not
I.
important right now.
Yeah, yeah, I think I see them over there. Gosh, that is Pinocchio. All aboard, Jiminy. Take it away. Then he hops on Sora's shoulder. They catch up to Pinocchio, who's wearing a purple green outfit. Pinocchio, there you are. Pinocchio, it's not safe for you. Here, listen to Jiminy, go back to. And it turns into a dream eater. Oh, great. These dream eaters were pretending to be Pinocchio.
Hmm?
And they battle him. And after the defeat, they ask, so where's the real Pinocchio? Then they look up at the tower, and then they went up to see him, and then there was another dream eater. Then they looked down and said, that's him there. See him walking? Well, sure, if it's really him. Don't give up, Jimmy. Come on, let's go. Then they reach up to Pinocchio, and he said, help me, Jimmy. Oh, my stars, we gotta do something. Then they battled the Dream Eaters in the trampoline, which was kind of fun.
Yeah, it was an interesting world.
Yeah. Then they now finally see Pinocchio. He has the famous donkey ears and tail.
I still don't see how a puppet getting those actually even works.
Yeah, me too. I especially love the original movie when Lampa was getting was getting the ears and he Pinocchio just throws away the cigar and tosses away the beer. He said, "No more for me."
So yeah, I think it's because of those he's seeing things.
Yeah. Anyway, Zemnis returns. And he said, And he does, my, a hollow puppet that's managed to grow a heart. Just that. Pinocchio isn't anything like you nobodies, says Sora. But if could be given one, shouldn't you have a heart inside of you? Ha 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 ha. Maybe so. However, do not forget that you yourself are not so different from us. Then he leaves back in the quarter. He says, how am I different from a nobody? And Naruto snaps him out. We got it. Sora, snap out of it. We'll take care of that another time. Right now, we got to get Pinocchio home. Right. Then Then, then the blue fairy comes and warns them that Pinocchio. It says, "You must be Sora." Oh, yes, ma'am. You must be the blue fairy. And Naruto, Kushina spoke highly of you. So, you know my mother? She said, of course. Now, you must. I have grave news for the both of you. Good Geppetto went out to look for Pinocchio, but he was swallowed by a whale named Monstro. What? Have you told Pinocchio and Jiminy about it? Yes, and when I told them Geppetto was still alive inside the whale, at the bottom of the sea, these two little ones ran off at once. They were determined to save. But that's crazy. We gotta find them. Come on. They rush off in the very fast. Before they go, they said, Kuchina, your son is special. But your nephew Sora, he is the spinning image of your brother. They are truly the chosen ones. You'll be so proud of them. Meanwhile, they see the scene changes. Pinocchio said, Monster, I've heard of him, Pinocchio. He's a whale of a whale. Well, he swallowed whole ships alive and decided to take it. Why? Goodbye, Jiminy. Goodbye. I may be live baiting down there, but I'm going with you. Let's go. He yells onto his nose and says, Look out!
Yeah, somehow they gained the ability to breathe underwater.
Yeah, I can understand Pinocchio because he's a puppet. But
I'm pretty sure the pressure alone would break his body.
Yeah, that's true. But like I said, it's Disney, man.
It's Disney logic.
Disney logic can have any. I could buy some Disney logic, but if they ever breathe in space, I would say, okay, now that's as bullcrap as bullshit as Naruto the Last.
Yeah.
Unless they do it like Jimmy Neutron.
You know, the weird thing is there was actually an episode of Jimmy Neutron where Sheen asked that, but when Jimmy was about to explain, Carl kept singing to avoid the actual answer.
I remember that. That was hilarious.
I think it's a clever way, actually. Or how like it takes astronauts like hours to get there, but it takes them like minutes to go to the moon and back.
Yeah, it's not like in Naruto. At least in that, it's a comedy. In Naruto the Last, you're supposed to take it seriously.
Yeah, even though it really is, you can't because how absurd and stupid it is.
Yep. Then they see Pinocchio and Jiminy being chased by Monstro. That used to, I'm not gonna lie, that used to creep me out when I was a kid. When Monstro chased them.
It's creepier in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, swallows whole ships whole. How small are these ships?
I don't know. I doubt he could even swallow the Titanic.
Now, he had to be like, I don't know, like a megalodon size for that.
Right. Anyway, they see the Dream Eater and
kaiju.
Yeah. Or like a Godzilla. Speaking of which, I'm going to see that movie, Godzilla movie coming next week.
Cool.
Back to the story. Sora and Naruto says, "We gotta
They
take
fight
care of
the
that."
they fight the crab, right?
Yes, and they beat him. And after they beat him, this keel appears, and Sora says, "I get it. After this, Pinocchio and Jiminy's world get dragged into darkness, and they end up in the sea between worlds, along with Monstro, and the, then they ended up in Traverse Town." And Sora Naruto asks, "Question, Sora, how did Monstro fly through space?" And Sora says, "I don't know."
It's hyper time.
Yeah. Then they
I doubt
sealed it.
Doctor Insano could even answer that.
Right. Then they then Kai and Sakura shows up in Monstro. They see an elderly man, and Kairi says, "Do you, do you know who that is?" Sakura said, "From, from what Sora showed me in his journal, that's Geppetto, and he has a his son has a wooden boy named Pinocchio. Then, then from what I hear, this must be we're inside of a whale." Then I can see Sakura freaking out about that.
Yeah,
And Kairi says, "Calm down, Sakura. But we're still alive. That's all that matters. Now we gotta help Geppetto." "Well, right. Let's go." "Hey, what's the matter?" She said. Then he said, "Goodness, who are you?" "Kairi, and this is Sakura." "Oh, girls. Oh, you poor girls. Seems you were swallowed by monster, just like the rest of us. My name is Geppetto, and I'm looking for my son Pinocchio." "Pinocchio's gone missing?" Kairi asked. "Yes, I'm afraid so. After all my searching, I found him here in the whale. Then he ran off again to who knows where." "That sounds kind of familiar. Mr. Geppetto, we'll go look for your son." "You'll do that? Thank you. Are you sure?" "Yeah, just leave it to us." "Did you really say you're going to find Pinocchio?" Jiminy asks. "Jiminy? Oh, that's right. Jiminy. Jiminy Cricket. But how do you know?" Uh, let's just say a friend of us, a friend of us told us about you. If you say so. Anyway, Pinocchio comes first. Right. Any idea where he went? "Well, I almost heard he wandered off with some stranger. Hmm. I remember he dressed up in a black coat." Carrying Sakura says, "A black coat? He's back again. He's back again?" "Thanks. Let's go." "Well, I'm going with you. Pinocchio's gonna need his conscience, and that's where I'm in." "Right." Then Sakura says, Climb aboard on my shoulder." Hmm. Riku and Jimmy search through the monsters and find Pinocchio walking with a
Riku.
Pinocchio. Kairi, Kairi, Kairi and Sakura. "Let him go
I can see
now."
Sakura being confused by the layout of Monstro's stomach.
Yeah.
Like, how the hell does this spoil stomach work?
Yeah. "Judy, let him go now." The hooded man faced him, tap Pinocchio forward. The boy is confused for a moment and look up the figure and then runs to Jimmy and hops to him. "Thank goodness. Are you all right? Kairi, Sakura, and I will look for you everywhere." "Oh, I'm just fine. Sorry, Jiminy. I messed up real bad. Your father must be so worried about me." "What, Pinocchio? I think you're finally starting to learn." And Sakura turns to him. "Who are you?" Then he hears a familiar laugh. "Why, Sakura, you don't remember me." Then he reveals his hood, and it's Sasuke. And when she saw his face, her face was horrified and confused. "Well, what?" Kai But how could that be? As I living? How are you alive? We just saw you die. Travers. Well, I have a certain Xehanort to thank for that, Sakura. And now I can plan my revenge. You know, the Hidden Leaf Village is still not revived unless something happens. What? You must defeat Xehanort, but that's never gonna happen. then he then he summons a quarter's darkness and he enters it. Then come. Then Sakura still looks at her, Kairi in fear, and Kairi and hugs her. Oh, Kairi, he's back again, and he's making me feel weak. I could see that happening, feeling vulnerable after Sasuke living, because that's what Sasuke does to her.
Yeah, I could see that too.
And
She's
and
over him,
then
but she's still like not okay around him.
right,
Like she's afraid she'll revert back to how she was before.
if he's here, what if he does this? What if he controls me to like him again, to love him? I can't do that. It's hard. And Kairi said, "Listen to me, Sakura. You always follow your heart whenever you, whenever you do, no matter what. And your heart belongs to Naruto, no one else. Sasuke may be alive, but we'll still have a chance to beat him, and we'll defeat Xehanort and get your home world back. I promise." And Sakura said, "Thanks." And then says, Sakura, Kairi said this. I was thinking about this. If we get your homeworld, I had to talk to Sora about this. We're considering moving back to the Hidden Leaf Village. Moving to the Hidden Leaf Village. What would Sakura think about that?
She'd be ecstatic and probably squeal like a fangirl with that.
Yeah. Then they turn to Pinocchio and Jiminy. You should head back. We'll see what's shaking things up. Okay. And they reach into the monster and they fight the Clobster, which I am thankful for the balloon rod, because that's my favorite
Yeah,
attack.
that balloon is like the best spell in the game.
I know you could use it against
Especially if you can like
Julius.
stack it.
Yeah, I know it's a cheat, but I don't care.
Yeah. Actually had an idea for a different super boss that they could
Who?
fight that's equally as hard.
Who?
It's a kind of like it's a Power Rangers villain. This is like change it up. We
Yeah.
have
Okay.
we have Korag from Mystic Force.
Okay. Okay.
We can make him as hard as Julius because Korag is not a pushover.
Right. I would say Darth Vader would be a super boss. We'll save him for KH3.
Better than Dark Inferno.
Yeah.
That was kind of a joke till Yazora became a thing.
Yeah.
No joke. My one friend and I actually have PTSD from that fight.
Let me tell you about Uzora. He will not appear on it. He will just make an appearance as Rex's favorite game character, nothing more.
Yes, please do not bring him into this, please, God.
No, we're not. Anyway, after they defeat
Me,
the mon,
you know,
okay,
I really hope you can beat Yazora because you will frickin' rage quit at him.
and he still has the voice of Cole's spouse, I believe. Anyway, after they defeat him, and then Kyrie says, "I thought we were sent to the past of Destiny Island, so why does it seem like we rewound in this world? Maybe my Sakura said, maybe it's like Master Yin said, the world was freed from darkness, but yes to wake from it. It's trapped in a never-ending dream." Then they seal the keyhole, and we're gonna stop there for now. We'll talk for a few more minutes before we shut off. Okay?
All right. See what's left. I think Musketeer, Fantasia, and World Never Was is left. So, are we adding anything else between those three?
How about we'll do a? I was gonna say a non-Disney one, but I'm gonna save that for. I was gonna do Full Metal Alchemist, the finale of Full Metal Alchemist, but we'll save that for KH3. We'll finish Ed's story there, okay?
All right. Unless you want to add the Gargoyles world between there.
Okay, we'll do that. We'll add the Gargoyles world.
I mean, we could probably fit another one in there, but which one though?
I don't know. Oh, how about how about? I would say Incredibles, but I want to save that for Kyrie and the others. Kyrie
We'll save that for. Is that in Dream Drop or 3?
3.
Okay.
And one of the themes of that is family. Does Naruto want a family? And how can he do that if he can be Hokage?
Do they meet Edna with the capes?
Yeah. and then they source.
I can see.
I can see Naruto saying, What about that Batman
or Superman?
They wear capes. They need capes to. How come they work on that?
Edna, could you see Edna trying to like give Naruto and Sakura like superhero costumes?
Yeah. Can't wait for that.
Do they also get like superpowers in the Incredibles world?
I don't think so. Although we could go my Mermaid Man logic and say power goes through the costumes. Why else would we be wearing powered undies? I can think of very good reasons.
I can see like Sakura having Elastigirl's powers.
Yeah. And Naruto has Dash's speed.
Carrie probably has Violet's powers and Sora gets Bob's.
Yeah. My favorite part in The Incredibles when Bob grabs his boss and throws him
through like several walls.
Yeah. And that's the voice of Rex, as you know.
As the boss?
Yeah. Boss Sean.
Oh yeah, I know that. I know that voice. He's also the principal in Goofy movie, isn't he?
Yep. His most famous role is Princess Bride, which I've never seen.
I don't know his name, but I do know the voice. I think he's also the one of the ghosts in Haunted Mansion, the Eddie Murphy one.
Yeah, I've never seen that movie, but I know about the Nostalgia Critic review of it.
Like a Zod's in it.
Yeah, he was probably the only entertaining actor in that movie.
Yeah, he looked like he didn't even care what he was doing in that movie.
And Eddie Murphy, as funny as he is, he was wrong for that movie.
Well, I've already resurrected my career from the dead several times. Does that count?
Yeah.
Kind of glad he's getting back into acting because it seems like he just like disappeared for a while.
Eddie Murphy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, my favorite Eddie Murphy movie is Nutty Professor. Or Beverly Hills Cop was good. You know, you know, something we might do a non-canon Christmas, or we could have a canon, just have it take place between Cage 1 and Cage 2 and 3,
Okay.
because we could talk about what Sora what does he want for Christmas, and what he wants to give Kyrie a perfect gift, and then he searched
Mhm.
for all worlds with Naruto's help. Naruto knows what he's getting Sakura. He's just helping Sora, and comedy happens. I might put in Cage 3. I might put One Piece there. The Arlong arc.
Okay.
Does that sound interesting?
Yeah, maybe we could. I was gonna say like a Castlevania one,
That's too dark. Even for
unless we go
kids.
off the games, maybe.
Okay, that's a consideration.
Because I can see like his Trevor and his group teaming up with them.
True. We're not doing Kim Possible because I don't want to be a copy of my last Naruto and Cage thing with First
Yeah.
Evil. I want to be completely different. Can you imagine Sora and Naruto meeting Luffy and acting all dumb, being all dumb?
Yeah.
And Naruto said, "Wow, you make me look like Shikamaru."
I think they'd be more amazed by Zoro's fighting style.
Yeah,
I can't wait for you to see Zoro and Sanji's rivalry. Oh, it's
yeah,
so funny how they're just always at each other's throats.
exactly. What about what if there's a vision of Sora meeting his son, or yeah,
That'd be weird.
yeah, it would. Especially if the son was the same age as him in that vision. Whenever I do a future Cage podcast, I'm gonna imagine him have the voice of Stephen J. Bloom.
Older Sora?
Yeah, for in his 40s.
Hmm.
Yep. Of course, his daughter is Daddy's little princess, just like Hanami is Naruto's little princess.
Yeah, like Hanami is.
I just love Hanami.
I do too. She's adorable.
I think she's my favorite fan-made Narasaku fan kid.
Her and Shinichiro are the best.
Yeah, I'll just love her looking up to him, and especially the Saiyan Jedi's version.
Yeah.
It broke
I
my
do
heart
like
when
when
she,
after Sheena leaves, she's sad.
yeah,
Naruto and Sakura try to cheer her up.
and he sings, "Ooh, child, things are gonna be easier." He sang that song from Guardians of the Galaxy, and Sakura joined him. I don't know if Kate Higgins sings, but if she did, I bet she would
Well, she
sound beautiful.
can. She can sing.
Oh, then maybe then
She
she could be
voices
Sakura's.
what's her name from Mario? Paulina?
Yeah, Mario's first girlfriend.
I think she's a newer character actually.
Oh, okay.
Can you imagine Naruto and Sora at like a Halloween party?
Yeah, what would their costumes be? How about
Good question.
I could see Sword dressing up as Jack Sparrow.
Maybe.
How about what if Luffy meets? How about what if Jack Sparrow said, "Oh, but this he hears the rumors about One Piece and he dismisses it as nonsense."
Yeah, he probably would.
Yeah, but he can see cursed treasure is real, but the One Piece is a bunch of BS.
Davy Cursed Treasure is real. Davy Jones is real. Fountain of Youth is real. Salazar was real.
But the One Piece, now you've gone too far.
But the One Piece, no. Yeah, I don't think Edward Kenway would even believe about the One Piece.
Right? If he did, um, if he did, he would go after it when he.
Maybe.
Do you think Jack Sparrow would want to be king of the pirates?
Probably not. Because if anything, he'd probably end up like Roger.
Yeah, and he's kind
And
of a
start the whole
coward.
thing over again.
Yeah, and he's kind of a coward, but Luffy's brave.
I mean, Luffy, I'm going ahead of where you are, but Luffy went to war with the whole government just to save Robin.
Wow.
Yeah. And broke into the most infamous government prison just to get Ace out.
I'm excited to see it.
I think you're close to like Chopper showing up,
I'm looking
who
forward
is
to
a
that.
reindeer.
A reindeer.
Yeah, a blue
Rudolph, you
nosed
get your heart out.
reindeer.
Huh?
He's a Chopper's a blue nosed reindeer who's a doctor. Yeah, One Piece's characters get a lot more cooler as the series goes on,
I'm excited to see that.
especially once you meet Trafalgar Law. Oh my god, that guy is so cool.
What about what? What about What about Fairy Tale? I'm getting to Fairy. I just like I said, saw Riza's appearance in the in the closing second of episode
You mean Urza?
4. Urza.
Yeah, Fairy Tail gets better too.
Yeah.
Also, when you get to Phantom, keep an eye on Gajiel's character as you watch it, because you'll see how he changes throughout the series. Same with Loxus.
I'll do that. You know, my sister was confused by my Naruto shirt. She didn't know what it was.
Really?
Yeah. She didn't know I liked anime.
Is it weird that like I've been to like one of the malls in my area? I never see any Hinata merch.
Me neither. Could it be is that she's not as popular as her fanboys led us to believe? Or
Could
try
be.
to?
Because like two spots in one of my local malls, and like even my Walmart doesn't even have stuff like that.
I agree. And Boruto sells.
A bookstore I go to.
Yeah, and Boruto's still not making enough money because nobody likes Boruto.
Yeah, nobody cares about it.
I mean, he's a bland, boring, one-dimensional character that has daddy issues.
Yeah, that's always good to have your characters have. I mean,
Yeah,
when My Hero, it actually makes sense why Todoroki has daddy issues.
yeah, I agree.
But they actually do something different with Todoroki and his dad.
In fact, I remember seeing Sakura action figures at the mall,
Yeah, same.
and I didn't see Naruto. I didn't see Sasuke. I just saw Sakura. That
I've seen Naruto and Sasuke figures. I have seen those.
well, I was at a place called FYE, and
Yeah, that's where I got. I've seen them there too at mine. That's actually where I got my one Sakura figure.
yeah. Do you have a Naruto figure, and do you have him kissed like Dark Helmet? in
No,
in
I didn't. I don't have a
oh,
Naruto one. They didn't have one at FAE when I got mine.
if I did, I'd probably do that the same.
I know James did that.
Yeah. Well, speaking of James, the next podcast, do you think he'll be part of the 10th anniversary
I
podcast?
hope so.
Me too. I want to hear him rant on why the ending sucks.
I mean, it depends on what Lucky's gonna have the topic be.
Yeah, I asked him what if you were gonna change his ending, what would it be? And he said that's
I
something.
get rid of the stupid Zetsu retcon.
Yeah.
And I'd probably nerf Madara really bad.
Yeah, me too. And obviously have Narasaku canon, but make it realistically canon.
Yeah. I kind of might be a bit weird, but I probably have them like in a fight together and they start like confessing their feelings and kiss in the middle of the fight, kind of like how Will and
Well,
Elizabeth. did in the
Yeah, I
third
was gonna
Pirates
say
movie.
I was getting ready to say that. I kind of wish that scene was in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Because I know Metal Gear Solid 4 did something like that at the end with Meryl and Johnny.
Really? Yeah. You know, if Sora was a Power Ranger, he would be red, wouldn't he? Because he's the
Yeah.
leader. He would be the leader. Well, what would
No, if he
Naruto
was
be?
like, I think he'd be green.
Yeah. And Sakura's will be pink. Well, Kyrie's will
Hmm.
be yellow.
Yeah. So, if say hypothetically, if they were Mighty Morphin, and then they go to Zeo, would Sora become blue and Naruto red?
I could see Sora being gold.
I only say that because Rocky was red and became blue in that one.
Yeah. I'm not a Rocky fan.
Yeah, I don't mind him. It's just he
He
wasn't
replaced.
really that interesting.
Yeah, not as a Red Ranger. He's more interesting as a Blue Ranger.
Yeah, I mean, he was, to be fair, Tommy was still leader when Rocky became red, so it really didn't change anything.
Exactly.
So who would be white in this case?
Riku?
I don't know. I kind of see him being maybe, unless would we have Naruto not lose his Green Ranger powers?
Yeah.
Okay, I could probably see Riku or maybe Roxas.
Okay. What about any other Naruto characters?
Honestly, I don't think any of them would kind of be worthy of it.
Yeah. Only Naruto and Sakura.
So would Ben be like blue or and Terra be black?
Yeah. And who would be Zora Yensid?
Would he be the head in the tube?
Yeah.
Floating head in a tube.
Still makes me sad that Jason David Frank died.
Yeah. Seems like all the Power Rangers actors have all their dirty little secrets.
Yeah.
Because I just saw a top 20 Power Ranger scandals video, and you'd be surprised at what's on there.
Yeah, I know. I know Austin is accused of something.
He's accused of embezzlement.
Yeah, I hope that's not true. I'm standing with him until his verdict, though.
Yeah. Are you going to see that Legend of the White Dragon movie?
I don't know.
I might check it out because it's Jason's last thing he ever worked on, so.
Really. You know, in Arkham Knight, they're bringing it on Switch, and they're having the Robert Pattinson bat suit for it.
I've been seeing stuff about that. They're adding that to Arkham Knight.
Yeah, but my favorite is always going to be the Michael Keaton suit.
Yeah.
Because with that suit with Kevin Conroy's voice equals the perfect Batman.
You get best of both worlds in that.
Yeah. And I wish they made Joker look like Jack Nicholson.
The Batsuits.
I like to hear Mark Hamill say Jack Nicholson Joker line. Like, you can't break an omelet without breaking some eggs. Or have you ever
Yeah.
danced? Or have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight?
I can see Mark Hamill's Joker doing that. Imagine Troy
I don't.
Baker's Joker saying those.
Yeah, I don't see him imitating Heath Ledger's Joker. Hamill's.
No, Hamill's is too bright and funny. Ledger's is just like dark.
Yeah, it was a great performance, but it's not the same Joker.
I get what they're going for, and I really like that take. It's more grounded and serious. How he's
Yeah.
probably as the most dangerous Joker there is. And to be
Hmm.
fair, Joker kind of won in that movie.
Yeah, he did. And that's the third. In my opinion, that's the third best Batman movie.
What's two?
Phantasm,
Ah,
89.
yeah, agreed. I think the Batman is probably number 4 for me.
Yeah. Which is the worst Batman movie? Batman versus Superman or Batman and Robin?
Probably Batman v Superman because Batman and Robin, you can at least have some enjoyment of how campy it is.
Yeah, and
Batman v Superman is just a disjointed mess.
yeah, Zack Snyder does not understand both characters.
I don't think it's more him. I think it's more Goyer's fault. I think he wrote some of the script.
Yeah. And I still haven't seen Justice League in any version.
I've only seen the theatrical one, but it was like meh.
That's when I lost faith in DC. Just if you can't do Justice League in that right, then there's no hope.
Doesn't really help. You kind of botched your kind of setup with them since you introduced like 3 new characters without even having established them before the
Yeah,
team up.
say what you want about Marvel right now, but back then they set up the Avengers.
Yeah, because you go from Justice League to Aquaman to Shazam.
In Marvel, you go from Iron Man to Iron Man 2, of course, then Thor, then Captain America, then Avengers.
You forgot Hulk.
Hulk. Yeah. Sorry,
I don't
I
even
like
know.
the
That
movie.
movie is somewhat like canon, but not really canon. It's sort of in
Yeah,
limbo between the first phase.
yeah, because Mark it wasn't Mark Ruffalo. I don't know why they brought
Now,
Edward.
Ed
I don't know
Norton was first, but then Ruffalo.
why they fire him. Do you know why?
I heard Norton was difficult to work with.
In that case, then that was probably good recasting. I didn't like the Eric Bana one. I thought it was so boring.
Yeah, I saw a critic's review of that, how he was so bored.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh my god, make him angry. Tell him the movie's gonna bum. Tell him he's gonna get replaced by 2 actors.
No.
funny because I think the game of the first Hulk game based off that movie was actually somewhat better than the movie.
That's what it should have been.
And apparently, I'm hearing they're having to reshoot parts of that new Cap movie.
Oh, I don't really care for. I like um Anthony Mackie, but I don't think he and Sam, but him as Sam, but I don't know if I buy him as Captain America.
Yeah, he's just a regular guy. Steve at
Yeah,
least has a serum coursing through him to make him more of a he's more of a superhuman.
yeah, it should have been Bucky, shouldn't it?
Yeah. Bucky. I don't think Marvel can be saved at this point.
I don't think so either. I don't know if I'm gonna watch the new Avenger that is coming. That's gonna bring Doctor Doom.
Oh, did you hear what they're gonna do? The rumor is with Silver Surfer.
What?
They're gonna gender swap him.
Oh no! It's Taskmaster all over again.
Yep.
When I saw Taskmaster, I was so excited, especially after the Spider-Man PS4 game, how cool he was,
Yeah.
intimidating. But when I saw him, I was like, they
Like, who
did
the hell is that?
it. I don't know, and it reminded me of, and also reminded me of Ares. They picked the worst Ares in Wonder Woman.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
David Thewlis is Ares. I'm like, what?
they kind of picked a more badass actor instead of this boring
Yeah.
British.
Heck,
And it credit
God
me,
of War Ares was more intimidating than him.
yeah. I bet you Disney, if there was an Ares from Disney's Hercules, he would have been more intimidating.
Oh, he probably would have been.
Yeah,
Heck, Ares in no wait, I'm thinking of Hades and from Justice League, the cartoon.
yeah. I remember that Justice League cartoon when they went back into World War II and they showed Hitler.
Yeah, with Vandal Savage taking over.
Yeah, when I saw Hitler in in Frozen Carbonite, I was like, wow. They showed Hitler in a kids cartoon, and I was,
That's unheard of.
yeah. But then again, Hey Arnold did the same thing.
I mean, Simpsons did it several times,
To be fair, Simpsons is an adult show. I'm
like
talking
in
about kids
Rosebud.
show. Yeah. I just love
Yeah,
that.
true.
Yeah, I just love that Hitler had Burns' bear, which Burns' bear wasn't which Burns wasn't the most evil man that Bear was with. I know a good one. How about a Simpsons world, Simpsons Kingdom Hearts world? Would the villain be? Who would the party members be? Homer and Bart,
Homer probably. Maybe, yeah,
and Bart in KH3, Bart too.
maybe. I can see the villains either being Burns or Kang and Kodos.
Or Sideshow Bob.
Ooh, that's a good one. Sideshow Bob.
I can see Sora making fun of his hair.
And we actually get Kelsey Grammer to do the voice.
Yeah, he could do. He could do that.
I still love that one episode with him and his brother in season 8.
Well, yeah, he's voiced by David Hyde Pierce.
Probably the one time Bob was a good guy.
Yeah.
Okay, now I look like I'm insane.
And how many times that Springfield released I saw Bob on Good Behavior? They kind of.
I know season 6 he was.
Yeah.
And I think season 5.
Yeah, I love that part where the lady says no one who speaks German can be an evil man.
That was a clever joke.
I know. And it's based off that Robert De Niro movie, Cape Fear, which I've never seen, by the way.
Nah, same. But the Simpsons did a good job of it.
Yeah.
I'm more surprised Bob sang the whole song.
Yeah. I also love the episode where Homer played baseball and I think that's my favorite.
Burns got the actual majors to play for him.
Yeah. And I remember some of them playing. Like,
although I do like Wade Boggs and Barney and Moe's like Lord Palmerson, Pit the Elder.
Barney's probably my favorite character.
Or Jose Casinco getting all that stuff out of that burning lady's house, even into the morning.
Yeah. If they ever go, but if Sora ever goes to Family Guy world and see the unlikable pricks they are, he said, no.
No, we're skipping that world. The Harleys can have that world.
And
Because he would say that.
Yeah. And Peter would say something. And it would be Peter's fault the Heartless came.
Yeah. Cool.
You know, I want to do another Naruto podcast someday.
Okay.
Another Spider-Man couple one.
Would it be based off the second game?
Yeah. Yeah, that part. And Dr. Connors, it'll still be the Lizard.
So would Naruto get the anti-venom suit?
Yeah.
Because she's the one that gets the venom suit, right?
Right. And she will still be the main Spider-Man or Spider-Woman, and Sakura will still be the main Spider-Man.
None of that Miles being the main Spider-Man BS now.
Nope.
You're not gonna have Kraven kill off the Sinister Six, are you?
No. I hated, to tell you the truth, I did hate that.
Yeah, you get rid of all the good villains.
Yeah. And although I did like Martin Lee kind of redeeming himself, but it's still not forgiven.
That I'm good on that, but like you kill off Vulture, Electro, Rhino, and Scorpion.
I don't think they kill off Rhino.
I thought you saw like his head mounted on somewhere in the game.
I thought I heard they spared him.
But you're like, yeah, who's left? Because Goblin and Doc are gonna fight in the next game.
Yeah,
Really, you got nobody left.
I'm probably gonna rent that game, not buy it, to check out the finale.
Because it's not gonna do good. Because nobody wants Miles. They just want Peter.
Yeah, if you're gonna have Peter retire, at least retire at the third game in the series.
Yeah. If you're gonna have somebody replace Peter, it's only Ben Riley that can do that.
I have not read those stories.
So that's why I don't really like patching the torch kind of stories.
It only works if the character is good.
Or they know what they're gonna do with the character.
Right.
Like again, Bruce Wayne for Terry McGinnis for Bruce Wayne.
That worked nicely.
Or sometimes Dick Grayson for Bruce.
Yeah.
But yeah, like everybody else, you really can't replace them and expect it to stick.
Like, Boruto is doing a horrible time replacing Naruto.
Well, to be fair, the bar is not set very high for Naruto
Right.
right now after the war arc.
That's true. Do you think someone
Yes,
will
the
ever...
bar is that low.
You think Sora will ever be replaced by anybody as a main character?
I don't know.
I hope not.
I mean, I know his story has to end at some point.
Me too. I kind of wish his story ended in KH3, him being with Kyrie. But I trust them more. I
Instead
still
of
trust
him
them more.
fading away.
Yeah, I still trust them more. I think he knows. Unlike Kishi, I think he knows what his plan is. Imagine, imagine Sora appeared in the Naruto the Last.
Can we have him hijack it?
Yeah.
Because I'd rather see him in the last doing a better job than Naruto sulking for 3 days.
Yeah, that was way out of character, even by bad Naruto standards.
Really, he just sulks. It takes that to get him to sulk. Because if that was the case, every time Sakura hit him, would have had him like that.
Right. And you know what? If Kishi made Narasaka canon, and I put you in Tokai's version, he won't do that. He won't soak. He'll probably have him. Here's what I predict: what he's gonna have him do: have Naruto black out for 3 days. Then he realizes he's still in love with Sakura. Well, to be fair, he still knows it in Tokai's version.
They're just unsure of how to tell each other their feelings.
Yes. And as much as I like Tokai's version of the last, I still hate Toneri. I still hate Toneri.
Yeah, he can't fix everything in the comic. It's impossible.
Right. I don't think he could fix Bolt either.
There's no fixing Bolt.
Nope.
Nothing can fix.
He's probably, can fix. He's probably going to have to fix Bolt. 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 He's And you know, I've been reading a lot of other alternate Naruto endings. Fix.
Hmm.
And Naruto's still in character.
That's good.
But but I think my favorite Naruto. You remember Toasty Warrior?
I think so.
He made he made. I remember he made Naruto had a daughter named Hara, Haraki, I believe, and she was the spitting image of Kushina. Imagine,
There's so many Naruto fics I've read, I can't keep them all straight.
yeah, me too. And there's this, and then I remember this one part where Sasuke asking Naruto to go with him, and Sakura says, "No, no, Naruto's not going with you. He's spending the day with the sun." And Sasuke tried to explain himself, but then Sakura slaps him.
Good.
Why can we have that, Sakura?
Yeah, why can't we? Instead of the submissive little puppy she is with Sasuke.
Yeah,
Because it reminds you of this one. You remember that one line in Arkham City where Bruce went to go to Talia and Barbara says, "What is it about that woman that makes her the most instantly the most important thing in your life?"
that's how I ask Sakura. That's how I would ask
That's
Kishiba.
basically everything in Naruto to a T.
Right.
Because no matter whenever Sasuke came up, everything with those two got dropped for
I
Sasuke.
know.
At least Bruce is smart enough to know what to do.
Yeah.
Even if
Was he
Alfred
still
had
in,
a
was he still in love with Talia in Arkham City, or
yes,
but he knows she'll break his heart?
yeah, because remember she said about that night they had in Metropolis.
Yeah, I wonder what that it was. I thought it was, as Harley said, "You want to rope around the Harley?"
He probably did. I do like at the towards the end of the game when Protocol 10 gets enacted, Alfred has to like tell Bruce he has to save Gotham.
That's my favorite line by Alfred. Batman must save Gotham. I'm sorry, sir, but you deep down, you know I'm right.
Because that's what that's why I like that scene. Because Bruce is kind of being like I get he wants to stop Joker, but he has to save Gotham.
Right.
That's why City is my favorite of the four games.
Mine too.
And
Because
yes, I count Origins in there.
it it captures Batman perfectly. That, in my opinion.
It does. Right here, Knight's a lousy finale.
It kind of is, but I kind of enjoyed it, especially Hamill coming back as the Joker
Yeah,
when he's
I just
the
like
Vision.
he was that loyal to Kevin to keep coming back.
Yeah, I'm, I'm gonna. I'm still not over Kevin Conroy's death.
I heard yesterday was his birthday.
Yeah, he would have been 68.
Wow.
Of course, I love my favorite line from him was, I don't pass. When he went to the sewer king, he said, I don't pass sentence. That's for the courts. But this time I'm sorely tempted to do the job myself.
Yeah, that was good. Because
Yeah.
there's sometimes Bruce will almost compromise his own moral.
Yeah. We're going to talk for 5 minutes, then we're done, okay?
Okay. Can you imagine if Naruto and Sora were in the Arkham series?
Yeah. I might put that. We might do that. Question: Which Batman voice do you prefer, the Arkham City ones or the animated series one?
For who?
Batman's.
Um,
I prefer animated series because I love his quiet voice, his deep voice. It sounds different than his Bruce Wayne voice. When in Arkham, he
it's
sounds
still Kevin though.
yeah, but he still sounds like Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
But and you know what, Keaton did a good job of disguising his voice when he
It wasn't as goofy as Bale's.
no, and as much flack as I get, I feel like at least he got that right.
He at least had a part in his suit that disguised it.
Right. I don't know. You couldn't let people let him know he's Bruce Wayne, but couldn't he come up with a better voice than that?
Like, wait, are you Bruce Wayne? You know what's funny in
No.
Justice League? There's this one scene where Bruce is talking to Aquaman, and Aquaman calls him Batman right in front of everybody in that area. Like, oh my god, he's Batman!
No, he looks like that guy from Twilight. That was from the Nostalgia Critics review. Man, I would love for him to review that movie, The Last.
Oh yeah, that'd be hilarious. I can see him and Linkara having a field day with that.
Yeah, there's this. What was the one scene that makes him want to take off his glasses and say, "Come here, come here, Kishi, come here, come here." He grabs someone that looks like.
Bat movie.
What would that one scene be? The scene where Sakura says, "You love me because of my rivalry with Sasuke." Would that be it? Because of Go Rage?
Oh. Oh my god, there's so many scenes you could choose for that.
I think that what did it for me was him throwing away Kushina's scarf. It was one thing if it was destroyed and burned down, and Hinata gave it to him, but he threw it away.
No, he still had it at the end.
What? I thought he threw it away.
The
Kushina's
red scarf got destroyed.
Oh, I thought he threw away Kushina's scarf.
No, he still had the. No, he put Kushina's scarf in his backpack for like one part of the movie and didn't take it out till the end.
Oh,
yeah, because he didn't want to get it wet because they were jumping into a pool.
Yeah, but still, the scarf thing is still stupid.
It is. I like your way better where he gives Kushina's scarf to Sakura.
Yeah.
And later she gives it to Sheena.
Yeah. I could see Sakura asking, "Why did you give this to me? This is your mother's." And she says, You're just as important to me as my mother." Or something like that. And that will tug in your heart.
Yeah, it would. Would Sakura give Kushina's scarf when he's like a baby or when he's a little older, like
baby.
4 or 5?
A baby.
Aww.
In fact, why don't we do our own Naruto The Last someday?
We should.
In fact, I'm considering doing it next week.
We're not finishing Dream Drop first.
Actually, we are finishing Dream Drop. I'll do it after Dream Drop. Okay?
Okay.
Then we'll take a break with Cage and Naruto. Then we'll do Naruto the last, okay?
All right. Oh.
Well, I'm done. I'm gonna end recording, okay? Good to see you.
Yeah. All right. I'm heading out too.
Bye.
Good to see you too.